I was talking owls. Good morning and happy Wednesday to those who celebrate. Big Rich, TD, and Fletch with you. Happy hump day to you all, by the way.
Mike.
Yeah, we're rocking and rolling here, as are the Padres. We'll get to that walk-off yesterday. Goodness gracious, this team knows how to lean into the dramatics. When things are good, they're really good. When things are bad, they're really bad. Last night, a little bit of a mixture of both right at the end of the game there. We also have game 3 of the NBA Finals coming up tonight. We have breaking news as of yesterday. So Kristaps Porzingis, Celtics big man, who entered back into the fray game 1 against the Mavericks, and he was a huge contributor to that first win against the Mavericks. He had 20 points in 20 minutes or 21, something like that. He is not going to play, maybe going to play, questionable to play this evening because he has a torn retinaculum. Retinaculum? So he has a torn tunnel for one of his tarsal tendons in his foot. That is what they call it.
And it's not the leg that was previously injured.
No.
It's the opposite leg. And he says he's going to do everything in his power to play in game 3, which seems a little ridiculous. This injury is being called extremely rare by people who know injuries. Doc Chow says he's not playing, and he's not playing for the rest of the series. That's Pro Football Doc, who analyzes injuries for professional sports. The Boston Celtics coaching staff says the decision is not in Porzingis' hands, and he wants to play.
Yeah.
This could get messy. Is there drama, strife between them, or is the coaching staff just going to say, dude, you're out?
Well, no, the team doctors will make the call. Joe Mazzulla, actually, he completely took the stress or pressure off of him or Porzingis, for that matter, by completely deferring to the team's medical staff. If the doctors say to Porzingis, even though I'm sure he would love to play, hey, buddy, you could risk the rest of your career, the rest of your time here in Boston if you go out there and play on this. Or, I mean, potentially, let's be honest with each other, certain injuries you just can't play on. Like if you have a tear in your foot, that means you can't jump or you can't like change directions effectively off of that leg. Well, then you can't play basketball. You're going to be of no use to the Boston Celtics. So the question, and this is a huge question this morning, is does this swing the advantage now with this series heading back to Dallas or to Dallas for the first time? Does this swing the momentum for the Mavericks?
All of a sudden, the Corgi seems like he knew something.
Dude, that Corgi.
The Corgi knew something.
Corgi said 2 wins in a row for Dallas now, and the 2 home games in Dallas. Maybe we're getting them.
Right.
I mean,
dude, that Corgi with the funny looking butt, I'm telling you.
Dude, but buy a roller skate, man. Skate around. You got 2 games left.
Wait a second.
That's also the same advice you gave me.
Wait a second.
Was to just put wheels on the bottom of my boot.
Well, yeah, we were going to buy you a pair of Heelys if you would have worn them during your recovery from your ankle surgery. And you said ardently no, which we were both offended by that. I mean,
seems dumb.
You were like, I can't even put a shoe on. You're like, well, we could cut like the toe off of this shoe. You're like, if you need room for swelling, we'll figure that out.
Get some old roller skates that would strap on to the boot.
I'm with you in a lot of ways. If I'm Kristaps Porzingis, it's like any way I can get on the court, including wearing one roller skate. I'm going to try to be on the court. This is the NBA Finals.
Yeah, you got 2 left, buddy.
Yeah, like you just got to win 2 games. But at the same token, he's contributed. And if this is something that could have a harsh impact on the rest of his career, which who knows how long he has left to play anyways, gosh, I mean, it's a big decision to make. So
now the Celtics did go through the East basically without Kristaps Porzingis.
Yeah.
Now they did get fortunate with an injury to Jimmy Butler. They weren't playing the Heat at full strength. They got fortunate with the Knicks being all sorts of injured. Remember Jalen Brunson, who was having that ridiculous playoff run? He was hurt. But now they get here and they're playing against a Mavericks team who I believe is better than those other teams. And if the Mavericks, which seems like it's been a lot of self-inflicted wounds so far, can just step up and play as good as they were playing against the Timberwolves, this could change the course of the series. I honestly believe that.
Well, listen, even without Kristaps Porzingis, because he was questionable before game 1, I said Celtics in 5. I still feel that way. It doesn't mean that the Mavericks won't win a game, because if a series goes 5 games, it means Dallas is going to get a win. Yeah. And if there's a good chance of them getting a win, it's one of these games while the series is in Dallas. So I don't know if it's tonight. I don't know if it's tomorrow night. My guess is tonight, with this news coming out yesterday, with some of these sudden changes plus travel that Boston's probably had to make over the past couple of days, if there's an excuse to drop one, game 3's the excuse to drop one. I also haven't seen what happened to the Vegas betting lines as a result of the injury. I wasn't paying that close attention to what was going on in Vegas. My guess is Boston is a slight favorite on the road against Dallas after winning the first 2 games. Do you have an update on that, Fletch? I know you're feverishly typing over there behind the production studio glass.
And is there a chance that Boston comes out though and hey, let's win one for the Gipper if he doesn't play, and they step up and then play out of their minds?
That's possible too.
And then they take this game 3, and then at that point, it's all downhill.
Yeah. Then you look at it and you say, goodness gracious, like it's almost exactly the fuel that they needed to catapult them, to launch them into a gear that they haven't really found yet in this NBA postseason. I mean, as much as Fletch, and I think it's true, brought up some of the self-inflicted wounds from Dallas over the first 2 games, the Celtics, they weren't playing all that well either. If you watch game 2, they weren't hitting any threes. I mean, the Boston Celtics, like a lot of teams in the NBA, they're at their best when their perimeter shooters are hitting those shots, and they just weren't. They were ice cold from beyond the arc.
Mavericks actually jumped to favorites in this one. They're 2.5-point favorites.
There you go.
So it's not like it's a steep margin, but that did change from yesterday.
I'll text Jared Smith. He, our betting analyst who joins us during the football season. I'll ask him if he has an update on whether or not that's sharp money on Dallas or if that's public money, because a lot of people really want to see Dallas win. A lot of people are really interested in going to the window or to their app and betting Dallas because they're an easier team to like. There's a lot of Boston hatred. And this goes back to the Celtics during the earlier 2000s with Doc Rivers as the head coach, KG, Ray Allen, Paul Pierce. That was not a well-liked team. That was one of those super teams that got demonized in the national media. This goes back to the gross 2-decade dominance of the evil empire, the New England Patriots. The Red Sox went from lovable losers, cursed, to hated because they were winning World Series and they were constantly dominating the American League. So there's this feeling about Boston nationally that people are just like, screw that, give me Luka.
On Instagram now, you can report accounts for being fake, right? Like you can go to Instagram and say, I'm reporting this account because it's not the person they're pretending to be. People have started doing this with Jason Tatum, and then on the little question mark, it says, who are they pretending to be? And they'll put a professional basketball player.
No. This is what I'm talking about.
I saw like 40 tweets of people doing that yesterday.
Awesome.
That is actually, you want to talk about an incredible troll job.
Oh my gosh, that's
this
fantastic.
This is what happens when you have, and maybe it's good. I think it's good for the NBA if Boston wins. I really do. Because either you
have an enemy.
You
have a villain.
Thank you. That's exactly right. And then hopefully, honestly, for the health of the league, they start saying stuff and they start pounding their chests a little bit. And
they play the role.
Exactly.
Right.
It's like in the WWE. If everybody's a good guy, right, in professional wrestling, then you don't have the worldwide entertainment spectacle that the WWE is. But when somebody takes the heel turn, they go from good guy to bad guy. You're like, oh no, John Cena, no.
And then you need the real American. You need the Hulk to come save you.
Yeah, exactly right.
I'm kind of sad I missed out on that era of wrestling. Like, you guys talk about it so fondly.
Because it was awesome.
I mean,
was it?
It was. It actually was, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think you understand how.
Because I made Jim Russell a promise. I said I would watch one of these big events. They had WrestleMania, I think it's called. They had it at the Link in Philadelphia. Like, it was a big venue. That place was full. Everyone was going crazy, nuts, though. The fan experience seemed awesome. It's not for me.
You're talking about the new WWF?
Yeah, this was a couple months ago. And I told Jim Russell, because he's super into it. I was like, I will watch this because I want to see what everyone else is like cheering about.
I don't know about the new WW or WWE. Call it WWF. Sorry, World Wildlife Federation. The old stuff was so campy and so corny, but as a kid, it was fantastic. I watched some of the old WrestleManias during COVID, and I thought, these were wildly racist.
You want to hear something interesting? I I never got into professional wrestling as a kid. So that whole generation of Undertaker and Hulk Hogan and Macho Man Randy Savage, and those are actually kind of almost like two generations that I'm crossing between, because like, you know, Hulk Hogan, Macho Man Randy Savage, Ultimate Warrior, like those guys, Jake the Snake, that was like the fading era as
that was my core.
That was your core.
Yeah.
And then my age range, Undertaker kind of carried over into all that because he was one of the OGs. And then you had like Kane, his brother, appear, and John Cena jumped on the scene towards the end of my time as a child. But I never really got into it. I'm like, I don't know. This seems really lame. But then when I look back at some of the old WrestleManias and I think about the spectacle that was,
right?
Oh my gosh. Like it really was. It took over the conversation, the zeitgeist at the middle school lunch table sometimes. And if you didn't know what people were talking about, you were an outsider looking in.
When Hulk Hogan slammed Andre the Giant, I think the world stood still for about a half a second.
Dude, that made national news.
Everyone knew it was planned. That Hulk Hogan was like that. Andre the Giant helped him slam him.
Shut your mouth. You shut your mouth.
Wait, what? Next, you're going to tell me there's no Santa Claus? Screw you, Fletch. Anyways, moving
never
right
say
along.
that.
Golly.
Saving the day is something that, I don't know, maybe Kristaps Porzingis could run in there and do like, you know how sometimes you hear the music play when it's time for the hero to come out of the from behind
the day.
Yeah, like
saving the day.
Maybe it could be him. I don't know. For the Celtics, I do know this. Last night, somebody came in and saved the day for the Padres. We'll get to that in just a moment. We have a halftime coming up, but we're going to save the day. In fact, we're going to save the week. We're going to continue saving this city from boredom. It's Ticketpalooza. Woo! And it continues on a Wednesday on Big Rich TV and Fletch in the most miraculous of ways. Noah Khan tickets coming up later on.
Bam!
A $50 gift card to OG's coming up. Bam! By the way, that $50 gift card, if you win it, you're automatically qualifying for a chance to golf with us at Jesse Lozano's golf tournament coming up next Friday. Also, coming up today, you have a chance to win a 4-pack of tickets to the San Diego County Fair. Woo! How about this? Daryl Hall, his buddy Elvis Costello, who's actually a better singer-songwriter than a lot of people.
He's a big Costello fan, guys.
The point is that we got a pair of tickets to see that.
Bam!
So a lot to give away, a lot to do. We'll tell you how to win all of them coming up. But first, this. Oh my God, I wasn't prepared. Okay. Game 3 of the NBA final is going to happen tonight. Tip-off 5:30. Boston has a 2-0 lead. Celtics big man, we were just talking about this, Kristaps Porzingis, has a torn medial retinaculum. That's in his left leg. He told reporters yesterday he'll do whatever it takes to play. However, Joe Mazzulla said the final decision would be taken out of his hands. It's up to the team docs. He's currently questionable. Joey Chestnut, or should I say Joey Trader?
You son of a...
How could you?
Everybody heard of Trader Joe's, right? Well, this is a different spelling for Trader Joe's. This is the one with an I. Anyways,
talk about turning heel.
That's right.
You had the world at your fingertips, Joey, and you turned around and slapped it in the face.
God. The Nathan's hot dog eating contest out in Coney Island on the 4th of July, he will not be participating in. Why? Because he signed a deal with a rival, a competitor, Impossible Foods. So Nathan's, this is an advertising campaign. They're not allowing a competitor to advertise at the event. So Joey basically was said, you either stop this nonsense or you don't show up on the 4th. He said, well, I'm not showing up.
Impossible Foods. It's not even a real hot dog.
Yeah, have fun hanging out with John Schaefer the rest of your life, Joey Chestnut.
I blame John Fink.
This is lame.
John Fink, this is on you.
Good for Nathan's, by the way. Like, honestly, I'm proud of Nathan's as a brand for stepping up and saying, you know, screw this. You're not coming here and selling your wares of this fake food.
That's
we eat beef or whatever else is in those hot dogs.
Lips and
poops
and holes.
Yeah. So check this out.
The outrage over this yesterday was hysterical.
We were flipping tables.
Well, listen, I said it. This Frankenfood impossible what brands. Like, I mean, a hot dog, like we know, is 100% pork or 100% beef. There is never ever anything other than good old fashioned hog or cow.
Sometimes it's a mixture of pork, chicken, and beef products.
Sure, but still, it's all animal. 100% animal.
It ain't veggies. I can tell you that much.
Or soybeans or whatever.
God.
Okay, which brings us next to our most important headline. The Padres, they beat the A's 4-3 win in San Diego. This is how it. This was loud last night. Shoyoka plays here, pinch hitting, bottom of the ninth, comes in there and just screams one to the first level of the Western Metal Supply Building. So that's how the spirited matchup between the Padres and the Oakland A's ends last night. Also,
it was a really good baseball game.
Fernando Tatis Jr. extends his hitting streak to 17 games. He's been on base safely in 21 straight games. So this guy, which is a career best.
Yeah, and he's flying up all the National League rankings for, remember how low he was just a few weeks ago? He is soaring right now up all the rankings for OPS, batting average, everything.
So that is the fun news. There's also bad news. So Jurickson Profar, who is at the top of all of those metrics that you were talking about.
He's either in first or second in pretty much every category in the National League.
Yeah, he's I believe he's first. Yeah, National League. He's second in the big leagues in batting, first in National League in on-base percentage. He hurt himself swinging, leading off, pinch hitting in the eighth inning. So unfortunately, he swung hard, fell to the ground. After the game, Mike Schilt said that it's a sore knee, something he's been battling for a little bit, something he's dealt with medically, and they got a handle on. But it's just one of those nights that wasn't good for him. So the hero of the Padres roster, who's been the stable provider of hits and runs batted in and getting on base and been clutch in a lot of spots, it looks like he tweaked something. So I don't know if this means he's going on the IL. I don't know if this is going to cool him off. I don't know what this means, but Jurickson Profar, definitely a big part of the story so far this season, leaves the game limping.
Whenever there's any sort of statement that comes out about, it's just a sore knee, we're going to look at it. The initial reports were, it was fine. I always feel like they're lying to me.
Don't trust the Padres.
I always feel like they're lying to me.
Mike Clevenger was also fine. Denelson Lamet was also fine. Like, don't trust the Padres.
Look, Jurickson, he's a pro, far from amateur. I think he'll be fine.
Yeah, just
he did it again.
By the way, he got his first rundown lap today. Just scroll down to Kevin Acee.
Wait a second, hang on.
And I wrote lap 15. No, you go. I wrote lap 15 times on there.
All right. Actually, that's incredible.
I mean, what are we doing, TD?
Okay.
I want to know, honestly, what happens at night when he's sitting there on his computer, probably laying in bed with his beautiful wife, Sarah. Is he giggling to himself as he writes some of this crap?
Yeah, there is absolutely no question. But this does bring it. So we'll let him give some of his nickname ideas, and we'll let the people decide if he needs to run further laps for this. But this does raise a good way to get people on the talkback mic and potentially winning a gift card to OG's today. So we've been doing this all week long. It's Ticket Palooza. And if you want to win a $50 gift card to OG's, it's very simple. All you got to do is send us a talkback on the talkback mic, which is that little microphone button next to the play button on the iHeartRadio app. You click that, you can leave us a message, and Fletch will get it immediately in the production studio here. Nicknames for Padres players. So we call him Jackson Ferrell Merrill. But there's other names that we got. I mean, Ha-Sung Kim, go nuts. Have as much fun as you want. Joe Musgrove. If you have a nickname for a Padres player so that you may too end up having your nickname of a Padres player end up in, I don't know, Kevin Acee's newsletter, just like us.
Right.
He said feral Merrill dog.
Yeah, he did.
Without crediting the source.
I know you're hung up on
Yeah,
that.
but,
I am
but
hung
I don't
up on
think you need to because the world knows.
Yeah.
He
Everybody
came from here.
Yep. Everybody knows that this is the one-stop destination for your Padres information.
Woo!
It's a verified source
That's
on
right.
Twitter, baby.
That's correct.
So
Blue check or gold or whatever color it is now.
we don't know.
Yep.
But we know we're verified.
You know what? Yeah, because we're not looking at it because we're busy getting Padres stats, yo.
Yeah, and delivering it to everyone.
Yep.
Like we just did. Boom sauce. Anyways,
Feral Merrill.
hashtag boom sauce. Here's the deal. If you want to win that OG's $50 gift card, give us a nickname for any Padres player on the talkback mic.
And we'll be talking with Kevin a little bit later in the show. I'm not sure if he mentioned this while I was out running around. We'll be talking with Kevin a little bit later. We can throw out some of the tryouts
Let's
here.
throw a wrinkle in there too. Current or present or past Padres
Oh, nice.
of all time.
Yeah.
I like that.
Bring it.
Randy Jones.
Ken Caminetti,
Cam, absolutely. Tony Gwynn, the legendary Tony Gwynn.
Eric Lauer.
It's Trevor time, baby. Give me a Hoffman. Don't hassle the Hoff. That's off the top of the head. Look, all I'm saying is let's get as creative as we can on the talkback mic today for that $50 gift card to OG's. That winner of the $50 gift card today will join the other OG's gift card winners for a chance to play in Jesse Lozano's golf tournament with us.
Yeah.
Also, we got those Darryl Hall tickets. Also, we got those Noah Khan tickets.
Yeah.
Also, we got the San Diego County Fair tickets.
Is Darryl Hall playing by himself?
No.
Oh.
Playing with a gentleman called Elvis Costello.
It is weird how much you focused on the Elvis Costello part of it.
Right.
When we were doing the show yesterday at 101.5 KGB, you guys called me out for this. You're like, you do realize this is a Darryl Hall concert. I'm like, but do you have any idea who he's playing with?
Because he was in one Austin Powers movies, and now Rich is like all hot and bothered about it.
Big fan.
That's
Eric
what we're
and
talking
Adrian
about it.
are our first two winners for the OG's gift card, so they are in the hat already for Friday's drawing, which you guys will have to do without me. You gonna be okay with that?
Oh,
That
that's
stinks.
right. You're not going to be here.
I know.
Well, can you?
Is J-Riv going to be here?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Is he going to go shirtless?
Hopefully.
We watched
yeah.
WNBA.
Yep, he has to go shirtless. We told him he has to do it. So at least for a full hour, I believe is what
Right.
he
Make it
said.
the 8 o'clock hour when all the salespeople and bosses are in here.
Oh, it's Friday.
Perfect. That's
That's a good idea.
Yep, that's what's
Okay.
happening. Okay, well, we have our show planned
Yeah.
Friday. It's going to involve some partial male nudity, as it does.
And I believe it's still Ticket Palooza on Friday.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so coming up next, love wins, guys. Love always wins. And so we'll get to that storyline. But first, I want to talk to you about Wayne and Chloe, who also are winners. Actually, they're winners. They transferred us into winners. So we were losers. We were what many would call fatty boom batties. We were.
That's the technical scientific term.
They would look at us and
Emphasis on baddies.
yeah, they would say you were some chubby chubsters.
What?
You guys look like you guys look like the only athletic event you've ever participated in is a spirited game of checkers.
They almost named the show Fatty Boom Batty.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
I was the fatty though.
Talk about nicknames.
What?
Talk about hashtag boom sauce. Look, the point is, Wayne and Chloe stepped into our lives, sdfatloss.com, and they changed everything. So sdfatloss.com, you may be saying to yourself, is that just a clever name? Absolutely not. No, they actually help you lose fat in San Diego. sdfatloss.com.
It works.
Wayne and Chloe are the weight loss coaches, and it works. I lost over 35 pounds. TD, how much weight have you lost?
31 pounds.
So Fletch is down close to 50. We all lost the weight, and we didn't exercise. We didn't count points. We didn't count calories. We didn't get weird injections from people or ourselves. We didn't go through a fast or a protein shake thing or
Yeah.
one of those meal replacements.
Or have to go to one of these clinics a couple times a week.
No, we
No.
just communicated with Wayne and Chloe. They got the job done with us, for us, and helped us see the light. So if you too want to lose some weight as beach season is coming up and we get it, and you want to lose it the natural way.
Beach, please.
Yeah. Hashtag beach, please. We need you to just reach out to sdfatloss.com.
I have to take a lap for that? No exercise.
No exercise. Not with sdfatloss.com.
I'm wearing a flannel. I'm being so sweaty by the
are.
time it's going to be 6:40.
Tell you what, you're emanating heat already. Goodness gracious. sdfatloss.com. Mention our show name, Big Rich TD and Fletch. Save $200. Love wins next.
So the pre-sale for the iHeartRadio Music Festival begins today. We are just hours away. It's at 10 a.m. If you are an exclusive Capital One card holder, you can grab tickets to the iHeartRadio Music Festival 10 o'clock today. But the iHeartRadio Music Festival, it's back. It's in Vegas. You can also win tickets before you can buy them at 10 o'clock today. Live performances by Camila Cabello, Doja Cat, Gwen Stefani, Thomas Rhett, Shabuzi, a whole lot more. It's happening September 20th and 21st at T-Mobile Arena out in Las Vegas. 2 nights, 1 stage. Just listen to win before you can buy them, including airfare, hotel accommodations out in Vegas, plus $1,000 spending cash. Your next chance coming up in just a couple hours.
This update is presented by Anderson Plumbing, Heating, and Air. Padres walking off last night. Kyle Higashioka sent a ball deep into left field in the bottom of the ninth inning, giving the Padres a 4-3 win over the A's. Pods go for the first sweep of the season today. Michael King on the mound, first pitch, 110. In the NBA Finals, heading to Dallas tonight, Celtics big man Kristaps Porzingis considered day-to-day after suffering a leg injury in Game 2. Porzingis says he wants to play. Boston's coaching staff says the decision is out of his hands. And in golf, the U.S. Open begins tomorrow at Pinehurst No. 2 in North Carolina. Scotty Scheffler is the betting favorite to win. Make a move with Anderson and upgrade your water heater. You'll increase comfort and your home's value. And here's a hot deal. Get a free water pressure regulator worth $1,300. Get started at AndersonPHA.com today.
Cream of the crop. Cream of the crop. I feel like, if you just if you want to go with a jingle or some kind of slug line, I think that still works for the running here on Ticket Palooza.
Yeah, honestly, the talkback mic has its own mind. In fact, the talkback mic occasionally leaves us talkbacks, as we've discovered. So,
And if you're wondering how to use the talkback mic, well, then go to the free iHeartRadio app. Listen on the free iHeartRadio app. While you're listening on the free iHeartRadio app, you'll see a microphone there on the screen, little red button. Tap that. Leave us a message on the talkback mic.
Easy.
Wrestler impersonations,
Fine.
slogans,
Oh, yeah.
slug lines, Padres nicknames.
Cup of coffee in the big time, brother.
Or, if you want to tell us, like, if you like California or New York better, or like what coastline of the United States you like better, you could always say something like this.
West Coast is the best coast. That's what we always say over here.
Yeah.
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 I still don't see a problem with that.
I love J-Mac just humoring us. Yeah. Yeah.
Humoring us.
That is. Oh, well, yeah, I guess one of us.
Oh.
Yeah. So, guys,
I was humored.
we have those Elvis Costello and Daryl Hall tickets coming up June 16th. He's going to be at Cal Coast Credit Union Amphitheater. That's Daryl Hall, June 16th, Cal Coast Credit Union Amphitheater.
But you want to get there right before the show starts because the opener, Elvis Costello.
Ticketmaster.com for deets and seats. Or you could just keep listening for 5 minutes and we'll tell you how to win those.
Hey.
Yo.
No, it's cool.
What was that?
I don't know.
I didn't even know my mic was on.
That was your natural reaction. That was not for radio.
Dude, dude, you are the font.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable. Hey.
To be honest, I was kind of zoning out, and then I was looking at the green maps at Pinehurst No. 2 this week.
Yeah.
Because I've been seeing a bunch of videos on my phone where people will just stand on one corner of a green and drop a ball.
Yeah.
And then it rolls back to the fairway.
Right. Actually, that was Pinehurst, the second hole at Pinehurst. The green is I torched, the grass is cut so low that, I don't know if there's a safe landing spot on the green for the U.S. Open. I don't think there is.
Was it just hole 2? I thought I had read that it was every green was insane.
Pinehurst No. 2 is the name of the golf course. They have like 10 of these things out in Pinehurst, but the hole 2 is famous and it does have a crazy green. But the entire course, they make the U.S. Open purposefully so much harder than the rest of the majors because they want winners to be in that 8 under to 6 under.
No.
In the worst case scenario, it could be 10 under.
Their goal is for the winner of the U.S. Open to shoot even par. That is the stated objective of the USGA. They've said it before. We want this to be the hardest competition that golfers golf in every single year. So if you winning, literally meaning number one on the board, you shot even par, which means the rest of the board is going to shoot over.
They should introduce wild animals to this.
Yeah.
Tigers.
Yeah.
Have some alligators, crocodiles out there.
There's a tiger out there.
Yeah.
He's prowling.
Wow.
Well, speaking of
he better
prowling,
keep his paws off of Rory's girl.
I was going to say, because you know what? Maybe Rory was on the prowl too. We don't know. There's been a lot of rumors.
That is the goal, and they do try to make these courses ridiculous. But last year's winner was 10 under par, Wyndham Clark, and that was considered a disappointment.
Yeah,
You talked about
for
being on the
US
prowl, and you're like, that is the goal.
Yeah,
But I'm pretty sure when Tiger won at Torrey Pines, he finished 6 under, and that's like Tiger in a major finishing 6 under when he was at his peak. Like
Yeah.
that's pretty tough to get him that.
because again,
high.
if you are aiming for the winner to shoot par, these guys are always they live under par. I mean, so that if that is the stated goal, you have to make the course unplayable. Like if we, the three of us, who we're hacks, but if we went out to a course and try to play a U.S. Open ready course, we would have the worst
200s in play.
I mean, honestly.
Like if we were to play official golf rules, 200s in play. Remember, we did the Farmers Insurance Open. We played like a week before.
Mm-hmm.
So that was nuts. And the rough was crazy. That rough was about 1.5 inches shorter than the U.S. Open rough would have been at Torrey Pines when they've had it there.
I legit lost 45 balls.
Dude, there was a point where I was hitting off the side of the fairway, right? Just toward the right rough. And so I was near the fringe. It was a fairway shot though. And I shanked it, as I do sometimes, most of the time. The ball shoots into the rough 20 yards in front of me. 20 yards. I mean, I probably took 50 steps to get there. And when I stood over the spot where I watched it enter the rough, I had no idea where the ball was. That's at Torrey. At the U.S. Open, not only are the roughs longer, worse, it's going to be more difficult, but the greens are unplayable. There was one U.S. Open recently. It might be like close to 10 years ago, where the greens got so scorched by the sun by the time the tournament came around that I don't think anybody was under par. I think everybody shot over the first round, and they said this course is unplayable. They need to do something. So I think they watered the greens all night long, and they were soaking wet the next day.
You went to the U.S. Open last year, right? The one that was in L.A.? Or was that the U.S. Open?
Yeah.
It was in Bel Air, right?
That was the U.S. Open at LA Country Club.
Playboy Mansion.
I remember you sent us all these pictures, and I was like, cool, thanks for the invite, man. But I went to the last one, the U.S. Open at Torrey Pines, and I saw, I think, the most incredible thing I've ever seen in my life, which was Phil Mickelson hitting out of that rough, hitting a flop shot with such control where his ball, you couldn't see it. And I was standing 5 feet away from them when this happened. You could not see the ball, and he was able to hit a flop shot. These pros are just something else, and Rory McIlroy is something else.
By the way, I promised you then, and I'll promise you again. I'll invite you to the next U.S. Open at LA Country Club.
Okay, in like 50 years.
So, anyways, moving right along, Rory McIlroy.
I'll invite you to the next one at Torrey Pines. Maybe never.
Well,
stupid ass USGA.
Listen, guys, my first job was at Calamasa Country Club. I still know some people, so if it's there, I can hook it up.
Thank you. Rory McIlroy, he's mended a major fence,
right?
I guess him and his wife, they built the wall and then they tore it down. It's like East and West Berlin. They said, no, Mr. Gorbachev, take down that wall.
And this sucks because I had Rory McIlroy set up for like 3 weeks from now for divorced dad dating disasters.
Oh no.
Sorry, can't happen. By the way, does he have kids?
I don't know.
What? All I know is, I don't know. My feeling on this was somebody went to Rory and said, all right, so cool, divorce, it's only going to cost you this much. And he went, maybe we can reconcile.
He went, nah.
Yeah.
They do. They have a daughter,
Poppy McIlroy. So he spoke to The Guardian saying that the rumors around the couple since May have been unfortunate and that he had not himself spoken about the then impending divorce because it would have been a fool's game to do so. Over the past weeks, Erica and I realized that our best future as a family was together.
Do you know that those rumors were taking place right here in San Diego?
Oh,
wow.
Yeah, there was
wow.
a little bit of heavy petting out there at Torrey Pines.
The rumors,
yeah,
we don't know, but apparently he was here we have a couple, like Callaway has a plant here. One of the other, TaylorMade has a plant here. And he was here for a day at one of those plants and was supposed to be back home after that day. And this is all rumors, speculation. And apparently he was seen just a couple days later in Pacific Beach, where you're at, Richie, picking up coffee for someone not named Erica.
Wow. Well,
now the rumors, speculation.
Was it for Poppy?
Well, I don't think so. So here again, this is in the New York Post. This is in Big Rich, TD, and Fletch reporting this. But amid the divorce saga, there was buzz surrounding the four-time major champion and CBS sports golf reporter Amanda Balionis in Louisville, according to the Daily Mail. But US Weekly reported after the tournament that the relationship was strictly professional. So listen, I don't know what's what, but I do know that he, Erica, and Poppy, the sanctity of the family, the sanctity of marriage, it has been saved or mended or fixed, or use another verb. I don't know, but I'm happy for them.
I am too, actually. This is always good news. It's always good news.
Absolutely. Speaking of good news, Browns fans, rejoice. There's great news with your football team.
Those sentences don't work together. Nothing you just said makes sense.
There may be a bunch of jerks out there is all I'm saying.
We'll get to that coming up next.
You got to keep up with San Diego Sports 760. Anytime, anywhere. Whether you're stepping out of the car or settling at home, just ask your Google or Alexa smart speaker to play AM 760 or stream it live through the iHeartRadio app. It's never been easier to stay connected with your favorite shows like this one. Big Rich, TD, and Fletch. San Diego Sports 760,
the quicker picker-upper. San Diego Sports 760, the original. If your grandfather hadn't worn it, you wouldn't exist. Ow! Big Rich, TD, and Fletch, San Diego Sports 760. It's so simple to connect with us. We've made it even easier. So the Talkback mic, which is on the iHeartRadio app, all you have to do is download the app if you don't have it. Talkback mic is right next to the play button. It's a little microphone. You hit that Talkback mic. You can leave us a talkback. And if you want to win a $50 gift card to OG's, the only way to win that today is by submitting a talkback. So,
hey, this is Talkback Mike. I don't much enjoy you guys using my name over and over on the air. I'm going to expect some payment for this.
So there's that. Yeah, the talkback mic will actually talk back to us occasionally, which, it's unsettling. The point is, it won't talk to you. We'll talk to you. But what we want you to do, request
hang on,
is.
Just 1 sec.
Yeah.
We've got a couple comments here, and I'll admit I was confused too. In that little tease break, you guys sang a song.
Okay, yeah.
And you said a line, if your grandpa wouldn't have worn that, you wouldn't exist.
That's correct.
That's
Yep.
right.
Could you please give some backstory on that?
That's
Old Spice.
Old Spice.
Yeah.
So if he wouldn't have worn it, you wouldn't be here because he wouldn't have been able to lure your grandma.
That's right.
And then they wouldn't have made your daddy or your mom.
That's right.
And then they wouldn't have had you.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it smells so good.
It smells so damn good.
I mean,
glad we cleared that up.
So Kevin Acee, he put the nickname we gave to Jackson Merrill in his newsletter. He wrote Feral Merrill as one of his headlines, one of his slug lines.
And it's reverberating across the city, across the county.
I can't believe
almost all of Southern California at this point.
How many people have reached out to us? They're like, oh my God, congratulations. You guys made the newsletter. And we're like, well, not us. It's Jackson Merrill. He's done all the hard work. We just gave him a great nickname.
Yeah.
That's all we did. So if you have a nickname for a Padres player you want to share with us on the Talkback mic, go ahead. All of a sudden, your name's going to be in the running for a $50 gift card to OG's, which if you win that, you're going to be in the running for the golf tournament next Friday with Jesse Lozano.
Right.
And, oh, by the way, we're going to be on the course.
We've already gotten a few, none of which we can play on air. So, look, you're in the running for the OG's card. But if you want to hear your nickname, make it clean.
That's right.
Cleanish.
I thought you were drinking a Coors again.
No, it's a Starbucks.
I thought it was a banquet beer.
You can go like PG-12, not quite PG-13, PG-12.
So there's two pieces of news out of Cleveland about the Browns. The one is about Deshaun Watson throwing. He's back from that season-ending shoulder injury that he sustained. He had surgery on his shoulder, an operation that ended his shoulder or his season back in November. That's when Joe Flacco took over. Remember,
Lots of massage therapy for Deshaun.
No question about it.
Yeah,
He hit the shoulder right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He's seen tens upon tens upon tens of different massage therapists.
Dozens upon dozens. Anyways, then
You got to get right.
there's a celebrity softball tournament that's hosted by tight end for the Cleveland Browns, David Njoku. And what David does is he likes to bring a lot of people together, right? Raise a little money for his foundation, and even invite superstars. So I guess I think she's a Cleveland area grandma whose grandson posts videos on YouTube featuring her, who showed up to the softball game.
Yeah, Ross Smith. He's a social media influencer. He's got 3 million followers. So, of course, you want him there because, you want the likes.
You want the likes.
For the gram.
Yeah.
And speaking of gram, a lot of his videos have this Cleveland grandma in it. So he brought her along to play. She goes up to bat, makes contact.
Yeah.
Ball hits the ground. This is a 30-second video. It takes 30 seconds for her to get to first base.
Yeah, she took her time.
The ball was already, I don't know who was at first base.
Oh, it was Junior. What's his name? Something Junior. They're running back.
Yeah, he's got the ball in his hand.
Johnson?
No, not Duke Johnson. No, I don't think he plays for Cleveland. I don't think he's played for Cleveland for a long time.
John Kelly Jr.
Kelly Jr.
John Kelly Jr.'s got the ball in his hand for 25 seconds and doesn't tag the base until she's about a foot away, tags her out. And then,
what a jerk.
And then the Cleveland Browns go celebrate. They're all running out the field.
I don't know who the second baseman was, but they did one of those mid-air hit bumps. Anyway, so the Cleveland Browns will be winners in 2024.
They've got the bad juju.
Just based on karmic principles alone, they are going to be screwed. Okay.
I mean, to be fair, if you can't get down the first baseline,
whoa.
you deserve to get
Listen,
out.
of all people.
Wait, you're going to tag out Granny?
Of all
It depends on what the score was. If this is an intense game, it's
Well, actually, then again, he does have a Granny Zone profile. Do you know how many grannies he's already tagged out? Just saying. Speaking of online profiles, with Prize Picks, you can get in on the action too.
Has there been a granny he's ever been with that hasn't gotten to first base?
So what you're going to want to do is download the Prize Picks app. You're going to use promo code DOGS. That is DOGS. You'll get a first deposit match up to $100. And let's be honest, if Granny from Cleveland was on that Prize Picks entry,
date her.
less than.
Let me ask this question.
She's slow.
Has any of these grannies hit into a double play?
So with Prize Picks, it's really cool. You can just create 2 to 6 player stat projections. You're not playing against sharks or other, players. You're just playing against the numbers. It's just you against the numbers. You can win up to 100 times your cash. Prize Picks is freaking awesome, man. I was telling these guys last night I had a funny one because I took the less than on combined runs scored in the first inning between the Padres and the A's last night.
Yeah.
First pitch of the game, home run off Randy Vasquez. And so my Prize Picks was a loser last night, but I've had plenty of winners, and it's a ton of fun to play, and it still was fun for me last night.
Yeah, listen, Prize Picks tonight, you have the NBA Finals. It's tipping off at 5:30 West Coast time. I'm going to have a Prize Picks lineup going for that. I won my game 1. I won my game 2 Prize Picks lineup. You could do multiple lineups, and you can include up to 6 players like Fletch was saying. Download the app today. Use promo code DOGS. That's DOGS. Bark, bark. Dogs for a first deposit match up to $100. That's what I did. I put in $100. I got 100 more to play with. That means I had $200. 100 of it wasn't even mine that I was given for signing up and using promo code DOGS. And I went out there and I played, and it's been a lot of fun. I've won a lot of money. That's again, promo code DOGS on Prize Picks for a deposit match up to $100. Pick more, pick less. It's that easy. Prize Picks.
It's hour 2 on Big Rich, Teeny, and Fletch. This update presented by Macy's. Some sad breaking news this morning. About 12 minutes ago, it was reported that the logo, Mr. Clutch, the Hall of Famer Jerry West, has passed away this morning at the age of 86. Padres win in walk-off fashion last night. Kyle Higashioka sent a ball deep into left field in the bottom of the ninth inning to give the Padres a 4-3 win over the A's. Pods go for their first sweep of the season today. Michael King's going to be on the mound. First pitch, 110. And in golf, the U.S. Open begins tomorrow at Pinehurst, number 2 in North Carolina. Scotty Scheffler, the betting favorite to win. Find the perfect Father's Day gift with Macy's Gift Finder. In a couple of clicks, you'll get personalized gift ideas for every dad at every budget. Visit Macy's.com/gift finder and give love today at Macy's.
Newsletter. I can't believe it, but
No credit given.
no, well,
It should say Farrell Merrill
I do
hyphen Big Rich, TD, and Fletch.
I do halfway remember us saying we don't need credit, Kevin.
Yeah.
And he took that to heart.
Despite the plagiarism. So when do we get our column in the Union Tribune?
There was one point there was a peacock, it sounded like, and then there was
What do peacocks sound like?
That's actually a very good peacock.
We have some kinks to work out. Tighten it up, fellas. Let's get to the show.
I want to talk about a couple of Hooters coming up next.
No nasty words.
Now, here are the guys.
Big Rich, TD, and Fletch with you. San Diego Sports 760. Happy Wednesday to those who celebrate. Happy Hump Day to you.
Mike.
The talkback mic. Speaking of Mike.
Speaking of Mike.
Yeah, you got to use the talkback mic today on the iHeartRadio app. It's the microphone button next to the play button. Click that. You can send us a quick voicemail. And if you do, send us a Padres player nickname, past or present. We don't care. We just want a nickname. And that throws your name into the hopper to win the $50 gift card to OG's.
Can you give me your peacock sound one more time? So I did some research.
Yeah.
You're pretty close.
Oh, yeah.
You did peacock?
Is that the video or was that Travis? I have no idea.
The second three, or I should say the last three you heard were Travis.
It's TD. It's TD in the hallways, guys.
Oh, yeah, sorry. TD. We don't want to confuse listeners. By Travis, we mean Travis Dale.
That's right.
By Travis Dale, we mean TD. It's not just a clever nickname to a show.
It's actually my initials.
It's his initials.
Yeah. Thank you, former NFL player Rich. Big Rich.
Yeah, big. Well, big. Everybody calls me Big Rich. It's a nickname I've had since we entitled the show Big Rich, TD, and Fletch. Look, the point is, and Fletch has always been Fletch.
Yeah.
Call him that.
Yeah.
From birth. So here's the deal. The Padres, it's a good news, bad news season, and it's almost like at every single level. So last night, they have the good news, which is Kyle Higashioka hitting a walk-off home run that saves the game. The bad news is their best hitter this season goes down with a knee injury. So Profar apparently has been battling soreness in his knee and swings and misses and ends up tumbling to the dirt, the infield dirt at Petco Park. So we'll see if there's an update available before first pitch today.
Hopefully that was a looks worse than it actually is.
Yeah, we'll get back to the Padres, but let's step aside for a moment. Do this little NFL talk, huh? Yeah. Woo! Yeah, it's about time. Only about 84 days left until kickoff of the NFL season. Yeah, we're keeping close tabs on exactly how close the season is to us. We mentioned it briefly earlier, but Deshaun Watson. So so listen to this. This is the line, the bullets from his time at Cleveland Browns. Off-season training activities. He's increased his activity in practice as he returns from November's season-ending shoulder surgery. Watson had his most extensive participation throwing passes in 7-on-7 drills, which he didn't do during OTAs. Previously, he would take mental reps and simulate throws in team drills. Watson took mental reps during 11-on-11. So he is throwing again at practice.
That's what I care about, mental reps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I'll tell you what, all of his reps off the field should be mental reps. No more live reps off the field.
You know, Richie, you dealt with a few injuries
Sure.
over your course of your playing time in the NFL with the Patriots and the Cardinals and the Chargers. You take a lot of mental reps on the sideline?
Actually, they're important. I mean, in all kidding aside,
It sounds goofy when it's written in an article, but maybe talk us through what Deshaun Watson's actually doing when he's taking mental reps.
okay, so from an offensive standpoint, what you should do if you're locked in and you're paying attention is you should stand behind the offense the way you would if you're a quarterback, just like 10 yards back behind the quarterback. So you can see the whole field from that vantage point. And so at the snap of the football, you should do in your mind exactly what you would do if you were holding the football in your hand with the same timing. So go through your route progression, look at your 1 read, look at your 2 read, look at your 3 read, but also pre-snap, read what you think the defense is doing, and then read once the ball snapped, like live, as soon as it happens, exactly what changes happen at the snap of the football, whether they're blitzing you and you got to throw hot to this tight end who's escaping on a route, or if you have time in the pocket that maybe the 3 read is the one you want to go to against single high defense. And the only way you can get there is if you have time in the pocket. And so you go through that mental rep. Like you have to do those things to get good at football because you don't always have an opportunity to practice when you're unhealthy and you still technically get the rep.
Is it the same as muscle memory where you do it so many times in your head that it just happens?
Yeah. Like, and by the way, they've done studies on this. They've taken people who weren't athletes. Like, so we're setting the bar low. And they
like me looking guys.
Well, no,
you're an athlete though.
I'm talking about like nerdy college students, like people who don't spend any time playing basketball. And they had them out at a practice and they quantified their skills in some way, right? And then they had one group practice, I think it was twice a week. They had the other group taking mental reps. And they had to do it twice, or it was 5 times a week. They had to spend 40 minutes of intentional mental reps. There was no discernible difference between the two groups. You're talking about practicing twice a week versus taking mental reps 5 times a week, or maybe it was the equal, maybe it was 2 times, whatever it was. They found out mental reps are just as important as physical reps on the court. So Deshaun Watson's doing the right thing. How about Arizona Cardinals rookie wideout Marvin Harrison Jr., who's apparently looking like he's growing towards being a big part of their offense this offseason.
Well, he's big anyways. Like you look at him, and especially when he's standing next to Kyler Murray, but like you look at him standing next to everybody, and he does seem like a bigger NFL wide receiver. I think that the Cardinals hit a home run with this draft pick. I cannot wait to watch him play. And when you talk about like immediate successes in the NFL, the wide receiver position is usually a spot you can see it in. Think about the last few years with Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Brandon Ayuk can go in that category. Like guys who come out of college and then just fit in immediately. I think Marvin Harrison's going to be that guy. And like the Cardinals are looking better. And a big part of that reason is Marvin Harrison Jr.
Jonathan Gannon saying that he's exceeding all expectations.
Yeah.
Have you seen this guy? Like you remember those draft pictures of DK Metcalf when they came out and you're like, holy crap, this dude should be playing tight end or linebacker, not wide receiver. Like I kind of feel the same way about Marvin Harrison Jr. He's huge.
Yeah. Speaking of tight ends, I saw a headline pop up of clickbait, but it pops up on my phone of Travis Kelce gives interesting news regarding his retirement. Oh, what did he say about his retirement? He said he's undecided.
He also said yesterday, wear and tear me up. Like I'm ready to go all year.
Well, I mean, and here's the deal. Like Travis Kelce just signed a 2-year extension, so he's not going anywhere. He will retire eventually, but it was his brother Jason who retired, and people think like, well, they're brothers, so certainly that means Travis is done. Yeah, okay. He's got an opportunity this upcoming season to win back-to-back Super Bowl championships.
Right.
I'm fairly certain he's playing this season.
He's also still, if not the best, the second best. I still have him as the best tight end in all football.
Current
and
football.
It's really not close.
Current football.
Yeah. Well,
maybe ever.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to make an argument.
Yeah, you're getting close. You can make the argument.
Like, I mean, on the Gronk, Tony Gonzalez, Travis Kelce, Antonio Gates lexicon, like Travis Kelce is pretty damn near the top for me.
Yeah, I mean, again, you can make the argument. I would probably say Gronk takes it at this point. It was so pivotal of so many moments. But I don't know. That's a different discussion.
Speaking of the Chiefs, Rashee Rice looking ready to build on his solid rookie season, maybe looking to put this offseason behind him as he was involved in a multiple car crash that resulted in injuries and charges against him that he's going to be dealing with for, I would guess, the full year to come. But for now, he's cleared to play and apparently looking good. Issue with Xavier Worthy. Hamstring soreness has limited him at practice in the offseason while the spring continues in Kansas City. This is a problem with speedsters, and Xavier Worthy, fastest man in the draft. When you sign up for speed, you sign up for soft tissue injury. That is how this goes.
The Chiefs have no lacking of speed.
No. Well,
it feels like they just keep getting more and more. But Xavier Worthy, that does suck for a rookie coming out. And then how about Russell Wilson, former Bronco, led the Broncos to great success.
Why is he in the news so much?
Because he found the fountain of youth in Pittsburgh.
That's what he said.
He's coming back. He's going to be great.
You know what? They're keeping him away from social media and the camera. They're keeping the cringiness at bay, which
so corny.
Yeah, they let that loose in Denver, which I think was a detriment to him. Why people turned on him so fast?
Well, here's the deal. When he was traded to Denver, it was the biggest story in the NFL because you're talking about a former Super Bowl champion. You're talking about a quarterback that we assumed had a lot of good football left in him to play. I called the deal a bargain. I was thinking, my goodness, Denver. They lost some draft capital, and that's the part that hurts. But if he ends up doing what he did in Seattle for the Denver Broncos, well, this is going to be a song of a deal for them. It ended up going completely backwards, completely upside down to the point where they're paying him portions of his salary for him to go and play for the Pittsburgh Steelers, a large portion of his salary to play for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Taking the largest dead salary cap hit ever
in the
NFL history.
It went from what looked like what could have been the best deal ever made to the worst deal in NFL history.
And so Tomlin has done a nice job corralling that, like you said, from a PR standpoint, but also, let's be very honest with each other. Like, Russell Wilson could end up having a good season with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Yeah. The Pittsburgh Steelers had a good season last year with Pickett, Trubisky, and Mason Rudolph.
Right.
So, they may be on an upward trajectory.
Speaking of quarterbacks, Aaron Rodgers misses mandatory minicamp. Is that a big deal?
No. I understand it. Quarterbacks are an integral part of the offseason of the season, but the same stories come out every year. Some aging veteran quarterback misses some portion of mandatory events, and then they come back into the fold and everything's fine. Tom Brady did this with the Patriots toward the end of his time there. They were still successful. He did it during his time with the Buccaneers. They won a Super Bowl. Aaron Rodgers knows where everybody's going to be on the field, and as long as they know where they're supposed to be, he'll find them. So no concerns there. Coming up still, we got that $50 OG's gift card to give away to our winner on the talkback mic. So if you have a Padres player nickname, past or present, you leave that message for us on the talkback mic, which is the button next to the play button on the free iHeartRadio app. You could be in the running for that $50. We also have a pair of Noah Khan. We're going to give those away. We're going to tell you how to get those in just about 8 minutes. But first, let's do this. All right, Fletch, let's hear it. What's on your mind today?
I was going to go golf, and that was until we got the breaking news we got about 20 minutes ago now at this point. But Jerry West, the Hall of Famer, Mr. Clutch, the logo of the NBA, passes away at the age of 86. And I didn't know a ton about Jerry West until a few years ago when the Winning Times show came out on HBO. The dude was a madman, and he was a badass, and he was really the architect of the Showtime Lakers and the dynasty that was ensuing after that. And I just think Jerry West was what made basketball cool for a little bit. And the world lost a good one today. Jerry West, you're the freaking man. I loved learning about you a couple years ago, 3 years ago at this point. But hopefully the family was with you. Everything was good. And Jerry West, we lose a Hall of Famer today. Good man.
Okay. Yeah. Listen, I have nothing to add other than they're probably at all levels of play, from high school to college to Olympic, by the way, since 'tis the season, to professional, and then beyond just playing, what he did as a coach and a general manager. Jerry West may be one of the, if not the most impactful basketball player to ever walk the planet Earth.
And he was a crazy person.
Well, you have to be. If you're going to be successful that successful at that level. I mean, listen to some of Tom Brady's motivational speeches. Listen to the way Phil Jackson talks about the NBA. Listen to Kobe Bryant, the Mamba mentality before his passing.
Mhm.
Like, there are people who are at the very tippy top of their sport, their game, who you have to be a little sociopathic to be that talented. And there's no question that that's a part of the trade-off. Life's about trade-offs. But unfortunately, life ends, and Jerry West, 86 years. That's not, that's nothing to turn your nose up.
No,
It's 86 years.
he lived a good life.
Lived a long life. Okay. My morning monologue is going to talk a little Padres here. I hate to do this to everybody because this is a damper. This is a bummer, but this is the Padres and this is what they've taught us. So I'm going to do it. The Padres, they're on a nice little stretch here, which means that they're about to be on a bad stretch. I'm sorry. This is how it's gone. The good times do not roll with this team. So I am enjoying it while it's here. It's probably going to last maybe one more game, maybe just this one more game against Oakland before they move on to their next series, because it's coming. The other shoe's about to drop. They've done this all season long. For any of their good stretches, it's been met with a bad stretch. For any of their bad stretches, to their credit, has been met with a good stretch. So just as soon as it's getting really bad, and you're thinking, well, it can't get much worse, they save the day by going on a little bit of a winning streak. They get themselves right back up to 500 and maybe a couple of games over, and then we're like, oof, wow, they're making a little breathing room. And then guess what happens? They fall off that cliff. They fall off that cliff again. But we're at that precipice moment. We've seen this before. They're standing at the cliff's edge, and we're like, don't do it. Don't jump. They're going to jump anyways. This is the Jekyll and Hyde nature of this Padres team. So I'm just trying to cushion the fall for you Padres fans who feel like finally this team has turned a corner. Kyle Higashioka, who they normally pinch hit for in the ninth inning, they left him in. He hits this home run. The fortune smiles on us. Oh, the gods.
The new Scorpio.
Oh, this is great. He's our new Scorpio.
They can have their first sweep of the season today.
It's not going to happen. I'm telling you, I promise you it won't happen. This team has done this to me too many times for me to buy in now. I won't do it. It's coming. The other shoe's about to drop. And by the way, this trough won't last because they do this to us. It's going to swing good, and then it's going to swing bad. And then it's going to swing good, and then it's going to swing bad. I'm just cushioning the fall for you. If you're expecting fireworks tonight, I'm telling you the A's are going to win on their way out of town. They're going to not get their first season sweep, and it's going to be crushing unless you have expectations to be disappointed.
Who's on the mound for the Padres? It's a day game today,
Michael
right?
King. Yeah, 110 first pitch.
I kind of feel like they could have their first sweep of the season. However, nothing else you said there I disagree with.
Nope.
Not happening.
There's no, I mean,
Burrito bet.
I'll who wants to take the burrito? I'll gladly take a burrito.
Padres win today. Fernando's 3 for 3.
Okay.
But the 3 for 3 is not part of the burrito bet.
Wait, what?
Padres win today.
Padres win today. Wait, do you want to add to it that Fernando continues his streak?
Sure.
Okay, so it'll be 18 games after he's done. He continues his hitting streak, and the Padres win.
Wow.
Okay, I'll take that burrito off you. Listen, I'll hate doing it because I already told you what's going to
I
happen.
feel like you guys owe me a burrito for something.
Yeah, we do. I don't remember what it was, but we do owe you a burrito.
Well, you can hop on this with me, and then all of a sudden we either own 2 or we own none.
Okay, you know what? I like that. I'll jump on Rich's side, even though I'm not on your side. I'll jump on it just for the burrito bet.
A little bit of a double or nothing here.
I like it.
All right,
you're gonna have 4 burritos sitting over there if you win.
Jesus, you're not.
I don't know if I really want to say my monologue after Fletch's monologue.
Wait, what?
And your monologue. Well, my monologue.
You gonna say something about John Madden dying again?
No, I know where he's going.
It's a Madden curse. What do you want me to do? Okay.
Here's what he's gonna do. And I know he's going to do it.
What am I going to do?
TD is going to give us a monologue about the Wizard or the Time Bandit or about Alaskan.
I mean, I could.
crabs.
Did you guys watch Deadliest Catch last night?
Nope.
Really?
Why is that a surprise?
Oh my gosh, it was insane. It was insane. It was 2 hours and 20 minutes of it, by the way, for episode 1. Good God, season 20. Whew, I'm fired up. But no, actually, what I was going to talk about was yesterday on the afternoon show, we brought up that Costco in Canada, they're selling an item that they don't sell here in the States, and people are losing their minds about it because they want it here in the States. That item is chicken strips and fries. And then I thought, I don't really like chicken strip. In fact, chicken nuggets are far superior to a chicken strip.
Wow.
I mean,
I don't
far
need
superior.
another chicken nugget in my entire life.
This is revelatory. I did not know this about you. You would take nuggets over strips?
All day long.
Why?
They're because strips are the junk meat. At least the nugget they shape
A
into
nugget's
a nugget.
not meat.
No.
It is paste.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. At least there's some work in, and it's got the like think of the McDonald's chicken nugget.
No.
All day long.
This may be your worst take ever.
No, this is the correct take. A chicken strip it's greasy, it's gross, it's always kind of tough. No thanks.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow,
I mean, I would go nugget any day of the week.
Well, I disagree full-hearted. I'll tell you, a chicken strip to me, it's so it's better tasting meat. It's more meat.
Well,
It's everything a nugget is except
it's
bigger
actual meat,
and better. Yeah, it's actual meat.
but it's not good.
Wow, no, that I disagree. I've never honestly, and this is the truth, I've never had a chicken strip that I went straight out, oh, I just do not like this chicken strip. Meanwhile, I've had plenty of nuggets where I'm like, ooh, this is highly questionable.
50 of them in one sitting.
Yeah, but I'll eat the nugget and think this is highly questionable what I'm eating right now and still finish it. If I bite into a bad chicken strip, I'm like, eh. In fact, there's been a multitude of times that where we have frequented a chicken strip restaurant where that's all they have is chicken strips, and I don't order anything except the tea.
Well, I know what you're talking about. The only time I've ever turned down a chicken strip is when it's undercooked. Like when they screw up cooking a chicken strip, which can happen. Like, look, there's a point of no return where you overcook a chicken strip, but I think there's a little bit of a grace area. When you undercook chicken, I don't know if there's a texture that is more disgusting than when you bite into
that's dangerous,
like
by the way.
the muscle of a chicken. You're like, oh my God, this is just awful.
I mean, that'll kill you.
Yeah, well, it could. I don't know though. I watched some guy on TikTok eat like 20 raw chicken breasts, and he was fine.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
No, he's not fine. That
No.
dude probably has salmonella.
No, it's fine.
Remember how I said that we needed clean talkbacks on the talkback mic?
Yeah.
This one's not clean, but I took some time to edit it.
Hey guys, I got a nickname for a Padre. It's Danielle. Not another fucking home run. De Los Santos. Here's the PG version. Danielle, dadgummit. Not another home run. De Los Santos.
So De Los Santos gave up another home run last night.
Yeah. That was close on the editing, by the way. I puckered up a little bit.
No, I liked it. I like to live on the edge. That's exactly what we're talking about now. Get your Padres nicknames in, past or present. We don't care. But if you want to be in the running for the $50 gift card, you have to go ahead and send us a talkback on the talkback mic. It's a little microphone button next to the play button on the free iHeartRadio app. Right now, if you want to win those Noah Khan tickets, quite simple. All you got to do is call at exactly 7:28. Don't call now, otherwise Fletch will hang up on you. But at 7:28, the phone lines will open up for you, and you can call in and win those tickets to see Noah Khan at North Island Credit Union Amphitheater, June 18th show. Ticketmaster.com for details and seats, or just call at 877-767-4760. Be caller number 5 at 7:28.
And people have 2 minutes to call in here. You know what you can do in 2 minutes?
What can you do?
Download the Prize Picks app, use promo code DOGS, sign up for a first deposit match up to $100, and then call in for the Noah Khan tickets.
I did that. Actually,
I know you did.
When I signed up, it legitimately took me less than 3 minutes. I signed up. I downloaded the app, first of all. Takes no time at all anymore these days. And then I went ahead and I signed up. They asked for very limited information, by the way. That was easy. And then you sign up with promo code DOGS. That's DOGS, bark. And you're going to have your first deposit matched up to $100. So I did a $100 deposit. They gave me $100 to play with for free. And that was awesome because then you have $200 to place lineups. And with Prize Picks, they give you all sorts of promotions. Like Yesterday was Taco Tuesday. We have a Flex Friday coming up. We have the NBA Finals on tonight. You know I'm getting in on the Game 3 action tonight. Fletch, what are you looking at
Well,
tonight?
there are stars on the board for tonight, and if you include a star in your lineup, you're getting a 10% payout boost, so you got to get on over there today. Unlike some of those other apps, it's just you against the numbers with Prize Picks. All you're doing is picking more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. If you got the skills, you can win up to 100 times your cash. I'm telling you, Richie, tonight I'm going with the Demons. I'm looking for a payout boost tonight in a big, big way. Maybe I can get up to that 100 times my cash.
Love that. I love it so much. Yeah, I'm looking at the NBA stars right now on the Prize Picks app. You've got Kyrie Irving, more or less 23.5 points. I'm going less.
No, it's a big night for Kyrie. I'm going more.
Less there. Okay, let me see what else. Listen, this is fun. Okay, yeah, Kyrie Irving actually is all over this. He's one of the stars that they're really featuring today. More or less on rebounds plus assists. More or less on points, rebounds, and assists, 32.5. Look, the point is, you add those stars, you sprinkle them into your lineup, you will get multipliers on top of the already available multipliers with Prize Picks. It's super simple. Again, download the app, use promo code DOGS at sign up, DOGS. First deposit match up to $100. Pick more, pick less. It's that easy. Prize Picks.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 commercial-free stations like Freeform Radio. Search Freeform Radio and listen now on your free iHeartRadio app. Free never sounded so good.
Talkback mic. I don't know if you've ever heard us talk about the talkback mic, but if you're wondering, what is the talkback mic, guys? Well, check it out. While you're listening on the free iHeartRadio app, you will see a little red button there with a microphone, the old school microphone right inside the button. That's the talkback mic. Tap the talkback mic, leave us a message up to 30 seconds, whatever you like. That's how the talkback mic works. So we want to hear from you. Whether you want to leave a comment, you want to give us a nickname for a Padres player, you want to sing us a show jingle, whatever you want to do, we want to hear it, and we want to play it right here on the radio. The talkback mic. What's that again? The talkback mic. You heard me right. Talkback mic.
Talkback mic, talkback mic, talkback mic.
Woo! Only on the free Talkback Mic iHeart Radio app. Talkback Mic.
Heavy out of the South Bay, the North 5H up to the 15, North 805, a little backup at Olympic Parkway, the National City into Mission Valley, North 125 slow before Hamishaw past the 94. I'm Tori Peck, San Diego traffic.
Say hola to T-Mobile's Go 5G Plus plan and stay connected with los tuyos. Plus, get the new Samsung Galaxy S24 on us when you switch. And now, it's easier than ever to join T-Mobile with your eligible matrícula consular. With 24 monthly bill credits and new Go 5G Plus line for well-qualified customers plus tax. Contact us before canceling account to continue bill credits or credit stop and balance on required finance agreement due. $35 per line connection charge applies. See T-Mobile.com.
This update is presented by Staples Store. Some sad breaking news this morning. The logo, Mr. Clutch, the Hall of Famer Jerry West, has passed away this morning at the age of 86. Padres win yesterday in walk-off fashion. Kyle Higgy sent a ball deep into left field at the bottom of the ninth inning, giving the Padres a 4-3 win over the A's. Pods go for their first sweep of the season today. Michael King on the mound. First pitch, 1-10. Staples can print anything you need to move your business forward, like banners, flyers, signs, and catalogs, some even same day. And now at Staples, save up to $50 on your print purchase. Offer ends 7/6. Visit staples.com/print for details. Boost your business with Staples, your local print and marketing expert.
Go far, pro
Go
far.
far, pro far is pretty good.
Yeah, listen, that's coming up later on when we talk to Kevin Acee, our Padres insider.
Whew.
Yeah.
God, I like that.
Add that to the list.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, speaking of lists, we still have a list of items to give away during Ticket Palooza today. It's happening all week long, but we got 90 minutes of show left, and we have 3 more prizes to give out.
Yeah, that's right.
So Elvis Costello opening for Darryl Hall.
We already gave those tickets away.
We did? I thought we gave away.
That was Noah Khan.
Noah Khan.
We gave away Darryl Hall tickets in the first hour.
I don't think so.
Well, then you didn't pick up the phone because I threw the phone in the first hour.
Did you?
Yeah. And you.
No, I wasn't listening.
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah. You
Are you
got
sure
it.
you did it?
Today?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. In fact, that's when Fletch stopped our show dead when he went, huh? And you were like, is that the way you reacted to that?
That was at the beginning of a segment.
wait a second. You don't remember?
No, I remember me doing that, but that was at the beginning of the segment. I think you teased those tickets.
Oh, and we didn't give them away?
I don't think we ever gave them away.
Oh, wow. So
unless me and TD are just idiots, which is possible.
That's very possible. I do tune out on occasion. I apologize.
Or potentially my CTE addled brain has not or has misremembered, which is highly likely. So
Daryl Hall tickets still available.
They're on the table.
Elvis Costello, by the way, it will be on that ticket.
That's happening this Sunday, Father's Day, at the Calcoast Credit Union Amphitheater. Ticketmaster.com for deets and seats. Also, we have a chance for you to win a 4-pack of tickets to the 2024 San Diego County Fair going on right now until July 7th at the Del Mar Fairgrounds. Let's look back, have some fun together, and go retro. For tickets and info, go to sdfair.com or keep listening for your chance to win. I have a feeling those will be coming up in the next segment because we got boots on the ground at the fair.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah, we are going to connect with somebody who's live in action at the San Diego County Fair. We don't often get an opportunity to talk to somebody, a roving reporter in the field, but we will.
We sending the helicopter out there?
Yeah, we should. Yeah,
it's probably time. I mean, we only use it like twice a year here, and it's parked on the roof at iHeart San Diego.
Well, you use it quite a bit during football season.
We go when we have to, and then we come back safely, hopefully.
I know this is everyone's least favorite thing, but because of that interview, we have to be out of this segment on time, which means we're probably not going to have time for Red Pill, Blue Pill here. You want to move that to 8 o'clock?
Whatever you want.
Sure.
Yeah. Because we have like 2 minutes left.
Oh,
okay.
I don't think we can hit Red Pill, Blue Pill in that.
Okay.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
You want to just do one?
Maybe just one?
Just one Red Pill, Blue Pill?
That sounds good.
Okay. Do we want the music for Red Pill, Blue Pill? If we're going to do one, we'll do this one since it's fair related.
Yeah.
Red Pill. Stuck on the tilt-a-whirl for 30 minutes. Blue Pill. Clean out the cow stalls using your bare hands as rakes for the rest of your life.
Wait a second. So it's either there's it's tilt-a-whirl for 30 minutes.
Not for me.
You're going to be up to your elbows in cow poop for the rest of your life.
Then on the tilt-a-whirl for 30 minutes.
I hate the tilt-a-whirl.
I hate it.
Kendall tries to make me go on it every single year, and I say no every single year, and she gets mad at me every single year, and I'm okay with that.
How long is that ride, do you think? 3 minutes?
Yeah, 30 would be dead.
Like an eternity.
True story. I ruined a fair day for Kendall and her entire family because I was pouting because I didn't want to go on tilt-a-whirl. They still talk about it at Christmas.
You never went?
No.
I'll go, and then I feel like crap for days.
Same.
30 minutes is a long time. 30 minutes could be a life-changing experience on a tilt-a-whirl.
I promise you'd throw up.
In fact, I would be curious if there's ever been a malfunctioning tilt-a-whirl, and there are survivors because now that you mention it, like cleaning out cow stalls for the rest of your life,
I would take it every single time.
But here's the deal. That's a lot of cows over there. I'm going with the tilt-a-whirl. I'm going Red Pill, tilt-a-whirl, no questions about it.
Because 30 minutes and you're done instead of a lifetime of cow stalls.
A lifetime. Can you imagine?
You guys ever cleaned up cow crap?
Yeah.
It's not that bad.
No, it's not.
I mean, I've never done it with my bare hands.
Usually dry.
I was also going to say, though, you've never done it like just going ahead and just like scooping up cow crap with your forearms because you're trying to get it done quickly.
I don't care. Get me off the tilt-a-whirl. I'll do it with my mouth if you want.
I had a buddy whose family had a dairy out in Merced, and he and his little brother, when they were bored, would go throw cow turds at each other.
Right. You had a very different
They asked me if I wanted to join one time, and I just said no. Because I thought that was the right answer.
And then you weren't friends again.
I do not want to go throw cow pies at each other.
That was the correct answer.
Are we supposed to break now?
So Lucinda K coming up next. News Radio 600 Kogo's roving reporter, boots on the ground at the San Diego County Fair. We're going to send the chopper. We're going to make sure that she gets out to us. Also, we've got the tickets that we have to give away right here. Daryl Hall, that kind of feels like the ticket we should give away. 7:42. If you call in at exactly 7:42, you're going to go see that June 16th show at Calcoast Credit Union Amphitheater. The phone number to dial is 877-767-4760, Ticketmaster.com for details and seats. In the meantime, I want to talk to you about the Good Feet store. So at Good Feet store, they have these art supports. And this may be pretty unassuming, but you walk around in these art supports for, I don't know, a day. you may not notice a difference, but do it for a week. And all of a sudden you realize, oh, wow, my knee, the pain I was having in my knee, that's gone away. My lower back pain, that's going away. My ankle, my foot pain, my hip pain, whatever lower body joint pain you were experiencing starts to fade away. That was my experience, and that's what I hope for everybody. So get to goodfeet.com, book your first and free consultation over at Good Feet Store. And I'm telling you, it could have life-changing benefits, especially if you're a lower body joint pain sufferer like I was. And I say was because I'm not anymore, and largely attributed to the Good Feet Store. 200 plus locations around the US and overseas, goodfeet.com. Fucking cocksucker.
Welcome to the Energy Debate. Today, Bill Powers from Big Power Electric and Helen from Solar Negotiators go head to head. Bill, you first.
Thank you. Folks, it's simple. My Energy for All initiative is about big savings. No need for batteries when you have trust in your utility company.
Big savings, Bill, or big profits for you. At Solar Negotiators, we believe in true energy independence. Solar plus batteries equals real savings.
Helen, batteries are expensive. Why not keep it simple? Solar panels are enough. Trust me.
Keep it simple or keep them paying, Bill. We've seen the proof. With batteries, our clients save more and worry less.
Final thoughts?
Vote for me, and I'll ensure your energy is affordable. Trust in Powers.
Don't let your bills power his future. Vote for change. For honest energy solutions, call Solar Negotiators at 844-OWN-SOLAR or visit solarnegotiators.com.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival. You can buy tickets before everyone else with the Capital One cardholder pre-sale. Coming up here at 10 o'clock. So if you want to do that, well, sign up for your Capital One card. Actually, am I screwing this whole thing up? Maybe I am. Either way, you can win tickets before you can buy them. Also, airfare, hotel accommodations, all kinds of great things.
$1,000?
$1,000 in your pocket. Who do you want to see? Doja Cat? You want to see Thomas Rhett? You want to see Gwen Stefani? Yeah, they're all there. Why? Because it's the iHeartRadio Music Festival. Win tickets coming up here in just a couple hours. Keep it locked in. San Diego Sports 760.
For over 70 years, San Diegans have trusted Sid's Carpet Barn for all their floor covering needs. At Sid's, you'll always find great service, low everyday prices, and the largest selection of carpet, wood, laminate, and tile flooring with immediate installation, too. Visit Sid's Carpet Barn or sidscarpet.com.
Big Rich, TD and Fletch, San Diego Sports 760. Ticket Palooza continues. We gave away Noah Khan. We've given away Daryl Hall. We still have San Diego County Fair tickets coming up. And speaking of which,
well, Roberto won those Daryl Hall tickets. Cool. His daughter Samara in the car with him. Samara's an excellent softball player. Thank you for listening, Samara. Wish you luck with whatever game you got going on later.
Nice. Samara, a hanger, a banger, a roadie, a dog.
That's right. That's right. We've got many of them. And also, we've got a lot of friends. And as it turns out, one of our very dear friends, Lucinda Kay, we send out the iHeart San Diego chopper probably only a few times a year. But we do for special moments. We needed boots on the ground at the San Diego County Fair this year to make sure everything was good for our listeners who will be going. Again, that 4-pack of tickets coming up in just mere minutes. Lucinda, can you hear us?
I can now. I can hardly hear you guys, but I can hear Fletch quite easily. Yeah. So here I am at the fair. Ribbon cutting is at 10:30. Gates open at 11 o'clock, y'all, and people are ready. We are backstage, and I found the most competitive guy to share with you. I'm about to introduce you to the Midway Gourmet. He runs Biggie's, and he is the champion of the concession stands. Tell us what it takes to be the champion of concession stands.
Yeah, you know what, guys? Here it is right here, guys. I'm the reigning champ, and I'm bringing it out. I'm going to defend my belt this year. You know, we try to innovate and come up with some of the greatest fair foods every year. And last year's food that won was the hot Cheeto cheese chicken sandwich. So,
just perfect for you guys.
Absolutely. So I want you to think about fried chicken. And it comes out right into the pool of the hot melted cheddar cheese, right onto a bun, encrusted in crunchy flaming hot Cheetos. Absolutely delicious, a little spicy. Of course, this year we have our Nashville hot chicken tots that we're competing with. We're also competing, if you're ready for this, the Captain Crunch chicken sandwich. Yes, you did hear it right. Woo! Yes. This is fried chicken right in the pool of a honey raspberry glaze topped with dairy Captain Crunch cereal, and then we encrust some of the cereal into the bun. I'm telling you, it's like chicken and waffles on steroids. Just meets every wild, crazy combination you can imagine. But it's delicious. And that's the best part about coming to the fair are the delicious foods. And of course, the last one that we're competing with, this will be right up your guys' alley.
Yeah.
For all you sports fans.
Okay.
This is the Barbalicious Float.
Wow.
This is
named after Barbara Bush.
Topped with whipped cream, sprinkles, a big ball of
It
pink
has
cotton
candy sticking out of it.
Oh, wow. Wait a minute. Whoa. Hang on. Is there a contest for the best food that's made at the fair?
Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it is big time. And so this morning, actually, just spread out in front of me, all of the champions from, or the finalists, 40 out of 250 people. Yeah,
we're down to
they're
40.
all right here. So I'm looking at all kinds of crazy, delicious food. I'm looking at all the rides. I'm looking at all of the prizes. One thing I really like about Dominic here is that he travels to all of the biggest fairs. His spot is called Biggie's. But you talk a lot about traditions and nostalgia and how beautiful this is for family.
Yeah, you know, so we talked about when you came to the fair as a kid, you started making traditions with your family from the different things that you ate. And now you get to come back and eat those traditional foods, but you have to try the wild and wacky. And that's the beautiful thing about coming to the fair. You put on your stretchy pants, you come at least 2 or 3 times, and just go crazy because the fair has so much to offer. There's so many delicious things.
I would.
No, well, I was going to ask you: are there any rides open at the moment, or have you walked through any of the halls? Is the Shan Wow guy there? Lucinda, we lost you. Lucinda! Oh God!
All right.
Oh God!
Fletch, we need to send a search party.
What?
There it goes. Wow. So Vicky and Lucinda Kay live from the San Diego County Fair.
We'll never have answers.
To be honest with you, we don't know what's come of them, but we will keep the chopper circling as best we can. Fletch pressing buttons. We're going to walk towards.
What's happening over there?
Well, we do have a 4-pack of tickets to go to the San Diego County Fair. If you want to see some of the food that they were talking about, get on some of the rides. It's going on from now until July 7th at the Del Mar Fairgrounds. Look back. Have some fun together. Go retro. For tickets and info, sdfair.com, or call in at exactly 758 at 877-767-4760 if you want to win those San Diego County Fair tickets.
And between now and 7:58, you know what you're able to do? Head on over to sdfatloss.com, take a little tour of the website, and start to understand how it was that the three of us went from big fat fatties, who at one point the show name was going to be Tres Gorditos, and then lose
not a joke.
and now Tres Flacos. I mean, three skinnies.
Actually, what they wanted to call this. And we went,
There was a gentleman in the building who said, guys, and we're talking about somebody who had
decision-making power.
Oh, yeah.
like, it was close.
Like, he was like, I got a name I love. And we went, yeah, you know what? We're not sold. So let's just go to the drawing board and see what else we come up with.
But here's the thing. At that point, we were Tres Gorditos. And then we met Wayne and Chloe over at sdfatloss.com, and they really did change all three of our lives. Like, we joke a lot about the next level fat guy stuff era that we were in. We are in our next level fit guy summer, and it's coming up, and it's coming up in a big way. And that's because of Wayne and Chloe at sdfatloss.com. All three of us having tremendous success in a tremendously small amount of time. And you can do the same thing. So get on over to sdfatloss.com today, sign up. And when you sign up, you tell them the Big Rich TD and Fletch sent you. You're going to save $200, and you're going to feel better about yourself every single day as you're going through it. You can start getting in a competition with yourself of getting on the scale every morning and seeing how much weight you lost the day before. The instant gratification was a big thing for me because every day I was stepping on the scale, losing 2-3 pounds at a time. Get on over to sdfatloss.com today. Make that change in your life, and you're going to do it the natural way, without injections, without drugs, without any pre-planned meals. It's going to be eating food that you like. They're just going to teach you how to eat it right. Get on over to sdfatloss.com today. Tell them Big Rich TD and Fletch sent you. Start losing weight tomorrow.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Streaming live only on Hulu.
2 nights on one stage.
Capital One cardholders can score their tickets first, starting today at 1 p.m. Eastern. Only available while pre-sale tickets last, or until Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern. Add a Capital One access pass to your pre-sale purchase to attend an exclusive pre-concert event with a performance from New Kids on the Block. Only available during the cardholder pre-sale.
Pre-sale tickets are limited and will go fast. So visit iHeartRadio.com/Capital One to buy.
For the ones who know safety isn't a catchphrase, it's a culture. And the ones who help make sure everyone makes it home safe. For the safety-minded who watch everyone's backs, Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry, as well as safety assessments and training to keep your facilities safe and your people safer. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones.
I'm Maria Konnikova.
And I'm Nate Silver.
And our new podcast, Risky Business, is a show about making better decisions. We're both journalists who moonlight as poker players, and that's the lens we're going to use to approach this entire show.
We're going to be discussing everything from high-stakes poker to personal questions.
Like whether I should call a plumber or fix my shower myself.
And, of course, we'll be talking about the election.
Listen to Risky Business on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Risky Business.
Hour 3, Big Rich, TD, and Fletch. This update is presented by Staples. We're going to start off here with the Padres, who win yesterday. Kyle Higashioka plays hero. He hit a walk-off home run in the bottom of the ninth. Padres win 4-3. They go for their first sweep of the season today. Can they do it? If they do, I get a burrito, so I want them to. Michael King on the mound. First pitch, 110. NBA Finals Game 3 coming up tonight. Boston leads 2-0, but Boston big man Kristaps Porzingis considered day-to-day after suffering a leg injury in Game 2. Porzingis says he wants to play. Boston's coaching staff says the decision is out of his hands. And some sad news this morning, the logo, Mr. Clutch, the Hall of Famer Jerry West, passing away this morning at the age of 86. Staples can print anything you need to move your business forward, like banners, flyers, signs, and catalogs, some even same day. And now at Staples, save up to $50 on your print purchase. Offer ends 7/6. Visit staples.com/print for details. Boost your business with Staples, your local print and marketing expert.
Big Rich, TD, and Fletch, San Diego Sports 760. Happy Wednesday to those who celebrate. Happy Hump Day to everyone out there listening.
Talkback Mike, Talkback Mike, Talkback Mike.
We have been getting Talkback Mike messages, I guess we would call them talkbacks. We've been getting them all day long. Your Padres nicknames, past and present players, send them to us. You might end up getting featured in a Kevin Acee article or newsletter like us. We called him Jackson Farrell Merrill at the start of the season. It took him all the way until nearing the halfway point to include the nickname in his newsletter. But newsman Kevin Acee, our show's best friend, has finally done it. He's crossed the threshold that he cannot uncross. He's welcomed the vampire into his home, and we will suck his blood.
Oh, okay.
I don't know about that last part. We did get another talkback. You want to hear it?
Yeah. Did I take it too far?
I won't.
Okay, so that is a familiar voice. That's Talkback Mike.
That was Talkback Mike.
Awesome Kim instead of Ha Sung Kim.
Wow.
Great nickname. Manny, you better start playing better because we're paying you too much money. Machado. That one is it's a little wordy.
You know, it'd be a good bumper sticker if you had a really big bumper. And then Dylan ain't never gonna cease.
I like it.
I'm gonna say that one's a lap.
Well, listen, it's the nickname.
I think you can give laps to Talkback Mike.
Otherwise,
Hey,
he's gonna.
This is Talkback Mike.
He's going to come for you and maybe those who love you, which is what Talkback Mike does. Okay, so if you want to leave a talkback, very simple, free iHeartRadio app next to the play button. There's a little microphone button. You click that, you leave us a talkback on the Talkback Mike, and you could be in the running for that $50 gift card as Ticket Palooza continues. $50 to OGs. And if you win that today, you're going to be in the running to golf with us at Jesse Lozano's One More Win golf tournament, which is next Friday.
Are you guys getting fired up about this?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm pumped.
So I'm going out to the golf course today and going to scout out where we're going to be located, with our bar and with Bar Car Friday, with everything that we're going to do pre-round. And the more I think about it, the more I get nervous that we're not going to make it past hole like 9.
That's actually, I would expect that. This way you're not disappointed when we don't.
Right.
Because, think about what we got going on. Bar Car Friday has been starting earlier and earlier and earlier ever since we started Bar Car Friday. The first beer oftentimes gets cracked at 6:04, especially if we're on location for a Bar Car Friday.
So the last time, we were on location, it got haywire.
Like 6:02. I mean, none of us could drive home.
There have been Bar Car Fridays where Fletch has had to extend his broadcast day into the afternoon, where he literally was called into offices for his behavior.
Don't act like we all haven't been.
Listen, there won't be any offices because the golf course is the office.
That's a good point. In fact, we've been given chaperones. I mean, there was this is a full-blown conversation that we had to pull back the curtain one time. Yeah, Fletch, you got to stop touching people's nipples. Like that is, that's where you cross the line.
That the only nipples I touch are my own.
Not when you start drinking.
Not that day.
You get handsy.
Yeah, we found out something very new about you that day.
He just shrugs his shoulder. It's a lot going on there.
I'll tell you what,
right?
He was a busy man. Okay. I like the effort. You're in the running. Listen, this is a random selection. So it doesn't matter. Good nickname, bad nickname.
Yeah.
You're in the running, pal. So, Mike, let me see. So instead of Mike King or Michael King, it's Mike.
Yeah, that's right. And then Michael, the Mercenary King.
Okay, yeah.
I can't remember what the third one was.
Something about Mike Tyson. The point is, though, this is what you need to do. Click the microphone button next to the play button if you want to be in the running for the $50 OG's gift card, and you want to be in the running to golf with us. You can win the $50 gift card today. If you win that, you're going to be in the running for the golf tournament later on this week. Wait, go ahead.
Oh no, our chaperones, Aaron Bauman, EB, fourth voice of the show. What was she instructed to do?
So
hopefully drive.
We had a very brief conversation, me and EB. She popped her head in here. I can't remember what day it was, but I was talking to her and she goes, yeah, she's like, I'm going to be at Jesse's golf tournament. I'm like, that's great. I was like, you golfing? She's like, absolutely not. I was like, oh, wow. I was like, so what are you doing there? He's like, well, they just wanted me to be out there. I was like, what for? And she was like, well, just, be present. I was like, uh-huh. And she goes, to watch you guys. I was like, what?
Wait, hold on. We had to have a meeting before they sent us to Disneyland. We were fine.
Yeah.
In fact, I think
we did a great job.
We were the new favorite.
I think we did the best job.
I think we're getting invited back, which was the whole goal.
Right. Now, what do they think we're going to do at the golf course that's not done at a golf course?
By the way, there was only a little bit of full frontal male nudity when we went to Disneyland.
There wasn't enough full frontal male nudity to get us banned.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, you could argue it was an acceptable amount.
Disney owns Touchstone. Sometimes there's male nudity. Okay, they get it.
They do. There are people. We made that clear.
Invitation revoked.
No. It's gonna be fine, guys.
Fine.
Yeah,
it's fine. But now we have a babysitter. And as much as I love Aaron Bauman, we don't need a babysitter.
Oh, no. If we're going to have a babysitter, EB's the one you want.
No, yeah. EB, she's a cool babysitter. She's a babysitter. You get all drunk and make poor decisions along with us.
This babysitter brings the flabongo. Just a heads up. Just a heads up. Also, big congratulations to new listener Sean.
Yeah, Sean just won those SD Fair tickets. Excited to take his family out. Sean, thanks for being here, brother.
Yeah. Love having new listeners. If you want to help out this show, because we don't ask of this a lot. If you're listening on the free iHeartRadio app, there's a share button. Click that, copy the link, send it to everybody you know, because we love having new listeners. There's going to be a lot of opportunities here coming up very soon. In fact, this summer to join us other places, not just at a golf tournament. I know there's a little bit of a barrier to entry there. We're going to be having some fun. That's as far as we could go right now. We're going to be having some good
You're
fun.
going to see my nipples so often.
And he may pinch yours. So check this out. The Padres win in walk-off fashion. It was Kyle Higashioka who put it over the left field wall right there, first level of the Western Metal Supply building. Here's what that sounded like.
Take that, Marine layer.
Yeah.
Cut right through it.
By the way, Kyle Higashioka, when he's out there jogging around the bases, if you watch that video, it was posted by the Padres. Dude, I mean, and I've thought this before when he's in the he kind of looks like when you have a little brother who's not sure if he wants to play Little League, but mom and dad signed him up. And so he's wearing all of your stuff. He's got a helmet that doesn't quite fit him. He's swinging with your bat. You can tell it's a little too heavy for him. Like, watch him rounding the bases and tell me that isn't a little leaguer wearing his brother's helmet.
The helmet does wobble quite a little bit.
Yeah. Like, he looks like a bobblehead. And like, you're like, oh my God, Kyle made contact. Oh my God, Kyle just won us the game.
It was also a freaking bullet, man. Like, that was on a line drive out to the second level out there in left field, kind of above that golf ball that sits off to the right a little bit.
Yeah.
And it was an awesome shot, awesome moment. Like, he was running around those bases quickly because I think he had the adrenaline spiked a little bit. And then as he comes home, the entire crowd of Padres waiting for him, everyone throwing water. I don't know if I would want to be the guy that hits the walk-off home run, but it kind of looks like they hurt you a little bit when you hit home plate. Like, you got people slapping you really, really hard and people throwing water in your face. Like, I don't know if I want that part.
It's so funny that he's
weren't the Padres trying to get rid of him a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, well, listen, guys, 9 more.
No.
We still need to make a trade for a starting pitcher, so.
No, it's water under the bridge.
So we'll trade him.
Actually goosed up his value.
Yeah.
So Fernando Tatis Jr. continues on his career high, a 17-game hitting streak, longest current streak in the majors, by the way. He also extended his on-base streak to a career best 21 games. So he is absolutely on fire right now. Nando playing like Nando. Bad news, though, Profar. Go far, Profar. That was from an earlier talkback. And if you want to submit your Padres nickname, past or present, go ahead and click the talkback mic. You'll be in the running for that $50 OG's gift card. Go far, Profar. He got hurt. He swung hard in the 8th inning. He hurt his knee.
Sounds like his dating habits.
Go far, Profar. He's going to hit dingers, ladies.
Stop cursing in the talkbacks, please. That is such a good talkback, and you ruined it by putting an F-bomb at the end.
Wait, why is that ruined?
Oh, yeah.
Can't you just download it and lop off the end?
That just takes more work.
And
I'm lazy.
If you're leaving a talkback, listen, we get to screen them beforehand, but it's easier if you don't curse. Then we can air it immediately.
It's literally the curse word adds nothing to this talkback. It's like a perfect talkback, and then at the end they just sneak in an F-bomb.
It sounds like I did it. We've had 20 talkbacks, but we've only played 2.
Well, because a lot of them we can't. And by the way, look, we understand nicknames can be fun. Some of them, they dance that line between funny and racist. Like, so,
yeah.
Listen, we appreciate the creativity, but frankly, sweeping generalizations based on the color of somebody's skin or their race or nationality,
we don't do that.
We're not going to be able to play it on air.
No,
we just can't. So, anyway,
shocker.
Yeah, right on. Still got that.
Yeah, but you are in the running for the $50 OG's gift card.
But that's right. That's right. We just won't be able to air the talkback that wins.
Correct.
All right. So what else? Oh, red pill, blue pill coming up. We've got TD's halftime coming up. Ticket Palooza continues here on Big Rich, TD, and Fletch as we will award our $50 gift card to OGs to whoever has the best Padres, well, not the best. You're in the running if you give us a Padres nickname on the talkback, Mike. It feels like Fletch has this next one ready. Are you dialed in yet?
You feel confident?
You feel confident that we can play? No, he's shaking us off. He said no fastball. No fastball. I'm throwing the changeup.
He waved it off. Waved it off. Don't like that one. Oh, what? You're getting close.
Also, breaking news out of the NBA, Kristaps Porzingis. He's going to be questionable for tonight, Game 3 in Dallas, as the NBA Finals continues. Boston holds a 2-0 lead. He's got what's called a torn medial retinaculum in his left leg. I hate when I tear my retinaculum. It's really painful.
What is it exactly? It's a tunnel that a tendon runs through?
Yeah, so it's a tarsal tunnel that I guess it's the roof of a tarsal tunnel that has been torn. So it's either where a ligament or your actual tarsal bone, it's an area, a space that goes through has torn. And so Doc Chow says that this will not be a go situation for Kristaps Porzingis. That's Pro Football Doc.
Tape that up, rub some dirt on it.
Yeah.
Let's rock and roll.
I don't know what you guys were just talking about. I'm sure it was great, but this talkback, I can't play it anyways. So I'm going to explain it to you. I'm going to try.
Editing.
And here, I'm going to give this guy credit because it is very clever. Oh, this is our buddy Rodell, Rodog. Michael King,
okay,
is pitching today for the Padres.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
If you put sofa, like you sit on a sofa, in the middle of his name, it sounds like something else.
Oh, yes. Yes. Right.
Michael Sofa.
Right.
Michael Sofa.
King.
Yes.
Is really good.
Yeah.
Oh, got it.
Oh, yeah.
But just take out the is really. So he's Michael Sofa. Last name King.
Yes.
Good.
Got it.
Yeah.
You guys got it?
That's a good nickname.
It's a good nickname.
Rodell, take a lap. It took too long to explain.
That's fantastic.
No, it's good. It's
Come
good
on.
stuff. It's good stuff. Look,
How about this little song I wrote?
Yeah, let me hear it.
My Michael King, won't you play with my Michael King?
I can't believe you're gonna have to do halftime all out of breath.
That's not funny.
I don't
What
even.
do you mean? I just wrote the song. You're not funny.
Your face is flat.
Okay.
Like him. Like the kids say, like he is him.
Oh, yeah.
He, him, Kim.
I
like
thought it was a pronoun thing at first. I'm like, I guess.
Oh, maybe actually.
No, he, him, Kim. That works. That works. He is him. There's no question about it. Hassan Kim, a favorite on the talkback, Mike. If you have a talkback of a Padres player, past or present, that you want to nickname, right? So any nickname you come up with for a Padres player, past or present, go ahead, hit us up on the talkback, Mike. As long
That would have been a nice little time for you to run around while we were doing that.
I thought you guys forgot about it.
My Michael King song may go down as the worst show moment of all time.
Well,
actually,
give it time. Give it time. West Coast is the best coast. We always say over here.
Hang on, this is 2 days in a row. Could you please isolate the My Michael King? Because we will be playing this later on on 101.5 KGB, our classic rock show in the drive time.
You can go.
Oh God! Okay, hang on.
You knew it was coming. You knew what you were doing. Good one. He's defending himself. Boy, he's running so fast. Okay, so again, talk back, Mike.
What's happening? We had some guy at the fair who was screaming at us about food.
Yeah, dude.
We have Travis Dale singing songs.
We didn't even review that. So we sent we didn't. Kogo News sent Lucinda Kay to be boots on the ground at the San Diego County Fair. And when Lucinda jumped on our show, first of all, she didn't introduce who she was talking to. So we just spoke to a gentleman who was shouting at us about Cheetos crusted chicken sandwiches and things like that. And then when she finally did introduce it, we then lost Lucinda Kay. The connection failed.
So we had no idea what was happening.
All I know is it sounded like she was having a very good time at the San Diego County Fair this year, which is great because we sent Sean with a 4-pack of tickets to the San Diego County Fair. We have those tickets coming up tomorrow, as well as the Daryl Hall tickets that we gave away earlier in the show. Noah Khan tomorrow. And again, we will have a $50 gift card winner today for OGs. That's going to be coming up pretty soon here. We got to keep piling up the talkbacks on the talkback mic. But first, this.
Well, we've been talking about it. The Padres win another one in walk-off fashion. This time, Kyle Higashioka hits a walk-off winner and has now become the hero of San Diego and has been christened Kyle Holy Shioka.
That's actually really good.
Some bad news, though. Profar left the game with a knee injury. He's got a sore knee. This halftime brought to you by Acee Hot, making an icy hot girl summer with Acee Hot. Two-time major winner John Rahm is withdrawing.
Quick timeout. Quick timeout. I want to hear about John Rahm and his infection.
Yeah.
But did you just squeeze an Icy Hot ad? Did you just? Are you sponsored by Icy Hot?
No, but I want to be.
What is happening?
I just thought it worked.
An Icy Hot Girl Summer?
Sounds good.
All right. Yeah, well, actually, I'm not going to lie. I like it cold, but I also like it hot.
Icy hot.
What about John Rahm?
He's withdrawing from the U.S. Open because he's got a brutal left foot infection. Don't know what that is or how that is.
Holy God.
But my God.
He showed up wearing So he did something that I thought was so lame. So he showed up and he's talking about how, listen, I'm not going to be in the U.S. Open, and it's because of this infection. And he's like, and he actually said this. He was like, why do you think I showed up here wearing one normal shoe and one flip-flop? I kid you not. There's a video of him walking away from his press conference wearing one, like, he's wearing shorts. He's wearing
with my Michael King.
It's good.
He's wearing.
It's fantastic.
He's wearing one like chukka boot and one flip flop.
He's like, I can't even wear my Crocs because they're too steamy with my foot infection.
If I was in the pool of reporters, I would have raised my hand and be like, yeah. Quick question, Rich Ornberger, San Diego Sports 760. Why aren't you just wearing two flip flops? Like, why did we go with the boot look on the right foot and the flip-flop look on the left? That doesn't make sense, John.
Listen, he's a pro golfer, okay? They do it differently.
Talking about John Rahm?
Oh, yeah.
He was actually born with two differently sized legs.
Get
what
the hell out
No,
of here.
I swear to God, that's
he has
true.
to wear one that's taller than the other?
Yes.
Well, now I feel bad. I just made fun of a disabled man.
Yeah, I didn't know what you guys were saying. I was cutting.
Wait. Oh, because the boot has height?
Yeah, so he has two differently length legs, which is why he has kind of a weird swing if you look at it, but it's because he's kind of on a slant.
Leg length difference.
In the WNBA, guys, the Storm in Norman, the Sparks 95-79, the Lynx Ventura, the Aces 186, and the Sticks and Stones, the Dream 87-68.
John Rahm, right after birth, it was noted that Rahm's right foot had club foot, a deformity, and began treatment with serial casting. The lasting effects included having a shorter right lower leg, and he doesn't have the stability and mobility of his right ankle. So this dude, with a club foot that he had casted through his youth, made it all the way to become a tournament, a winner on the PGA Tour. I don't know how many tournament wins he has under his belt.
Has a couple majors under his belt.
Yeah, two majors.
He won the U.S. Open here in San Diego. I was there for that.
Dude, John Rahm is incredible, and I just made fun of him for his club foot accidentally.
There's one of the swing guys who says he actually gets more distance because of it. Now, I don't know how true that is.
So he's cheating. So he's cheating. So is that what you're trying to say?
That's not what I'm saying.
John Rahm
it's all video.
is an infected foot cheater.
That's That's right. That's right. How much time do we have left in this show?
I don't know.
Everything's going fine. I feel good about it.
No, life's good.
Yeah.
Kevin Acee is
Stop
going to
cussing on the talkbacks.
Kevin,
another one.
Yeah, we can't play any of these talkbacks. We made such a horrific mistake. We said, "Hey, gang, give us Padre player nicknames."
You know what?
And what we've received on the talkback mic is completely
I'm naming names.
unairable.
Rodell, not cool. Andrew, not cool.
How about this, guys? Forget the nicknames. Just start cussing uncontrollably on the talkback mic. What's the talkback mic, you ask? It's the little microphone while you're looking at the screen while you're listening on the free iHeartRadio app.
Fine with that. Yeah, so Padres nicknames. What is Go Profar our favorite? Is he, him, Kim our favorite?
We'll have to ask Kevin Acee.
How about this? That's fair, I guess.
Why is that funny?
He's old. He's so freaking old.
So we have a little bit of a generation gap here. We have a Gen Xer and TD. It's
fine.
We have a Gen Zer with Fletch.
Can you still get Ben Gay?
Dude, yeah. Actually, to be perfectly honest with you, on this show, the person who uses Ben Gay the most is me. Dude, I love their products.
You know what I use?
Smelling of menthol.
Tiger Balm. You ever use that?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Tiger Balm is the best.
I used to wear that out. Here's the problem with Tiger Balm. It's oily. So if you use it enough, it'll give you body pimples.
Oh, it will?
Well, yeah, because it has oil in it. Ben Gay, though, man, that's creamy.
You know what's good?
Yeah.
BioFreeze.
Oh, dude, I've used that too. I know all of them. That's more of a gel.
Yeah, which gel.
Which I like.
I like that as well because it's not greasy.
It's more water soluble.
I like Particle for Men.
Jesus Christ.
Are we talking Particle for Men? Because I will break it down.
Oh my God.
We're done.
Okay.
Colin Coward coming up next.
No, we should talk about Rich's teeth.
35 minutes left in the show. I promise, and then we'll be done. 35 minutes. Just hang in there with us. And then
leave us more talkbacks on the talkback mic. Talkback mic.
Then we're going to throw it to Colin Coward in the herd, and he's going to make everything okay. Okay? But in the meantime, I want to talk to you about my dentist, my doctor, Dr. Jordan Colby. What an incredible practitioner. This show has lost its way. Dr. Jordan Colby has not. He's an incredible professional. And you're in the hands and the comforts of a professional at work when you go to Ocean View Dental. And what do I mean by that? When you go to Ocean View Dental, you realize the way dentistry is supposed to happen. First and foremost, every procedure I've had there has been perfectly done. The other thing is family atmosphere, comfortable. It doesn't feel like a sterile medical environment. It feels like walking into the living room of your best friend's house or going over to a relative who you actually like and spending time with people who know you. I walk in there, they know my name, and it's very comfortable. And then you get in the chair, you have your work done, and you move on with your day.
You know what I call those dentist office that I don't like so much?
What do you call those dentist offices that you don't like?
Sterile Merrills.
Go to oceanviewdental.net to book your appointment today as TD leaves and takes a lap for that absolute ridiculous non sequitur that had nothing to do with this ad.
He just sees an emergency brake and says, I'm going to pull that.
He just yanks out. Like, he's the guy in the elevator who hits the stop button for fun.
And now we're late for Kevin Acee. Thanks, Travis.
That's going to be okay. Kevin Acee will make it up to you. But also, Dr. Jordan Colby, you got to go visit him at his office in Oceanside. Also, an equally awesome office out in Fallbrook. He's got you covered no matter which one you go to. Dr. Jordan Colby at oceanviewdental.net. That's oceanviewdental.net.
Big Rich, TD, and Fletch, the final segment of our final day on radio. I don't know what's happening today. This update presented by Macy's. Some sad breaking news this morning. The logo, Mr. Clutch, the Hall of Famer Jerry West, passing away this morning at the age of 86. Padres win in walk-off fashion. Kyle Higashioka sent a ball deep into left field in the bottom of the ninth inning to give the Padres a 4-3 win. Kevin Acee was there. Kevin Acee is here now. We're going to bring him on right after this. Find the perfect Father's Day gift with Macy's Gift Finder. In just a couple of clicks, you'll get personalized gift ideas for every dad at every budget. Visit Macy's.com/gift finder and give love today at Macy's.
My Michael King, won't you play with my Michael King? Wow, it's a good song. That is a good song, and I can hear it reverberating around the stadium at Petco Park as the crowd goes wild as Michael King takes the mound. And that's the walkout song. I mean, we're being honest here. Our best friend in the whole wide world, our Padres insider from the San Diego UT, Mr. Kevin Acee. Kevin Acee joined the show. Thank you, sir. How are you today, Kevin?
I'm good. Fletch told me that I sound hot. So, yeah.
Yeah, well,
It was a radio term, Kevin.
I'm not sure how you meant it. So we'll just go ahead and have our own, what we say is what it is.
Listen, so apparently Fletch meant it by you sound hot like it's loud. I honestly took it as you sound real sexy today, Kevin.
Whatever. I guess it's open for interpretation. People probably shouldn't be embarrassed.
There's a lot happening today in the studio.
Wow.
Kevin. Yeah, there's a lot happening.
Sorry, just doing a little light construction, Kevin. Got a sawzall. Anyways, what you were saying?
That was it. That was all. So I was talking about how sexy Kevin Acee sounds.
Hey, Kevin, how do you feel about this nickname we got on the talkback mic earlier today? Go far, pro far. Huh?
Not bad. Not bad.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, I don't know if it's Farrell Merrill quality because obviously you use that.
Oh, I just thought of one.
What's that?
How about Michael King me? King.
Huh? Little checkers term.
Little checkers.
Right?
All of a sudden, King me.
What? Yeah. Huh?
Anything?
No, don't like that one, huh?
Anyways, hey, real quick. Just,
Can you see what it does to that cup?
What is it?
You'd have to hold the cup.
Yeah.
Is that a real sawzall?
Yeah.
I'm going to try to saw a cup in half. Oh, that was a mistake. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So, Kev, what's going on with you? How's Jerkson?
That's really something that we'll find out today. It feels like one of those that is day to day. At first, you're like patellar tendonitis, and the way that he went down and he had to leave a game. And I mean, Jerkson is he's a tough guy. And you go, oh my gosh. And then you think, well, he's been playing with it for a month. But you also know how these things go, where like sometimes these things are something, you can play with them until you can't. So I think, I'm not saying it's bad. What I'm saying is that you go to the ballpark today, you're concerned. You're thinking, okay, what's the situation here with Jerkson Profar? And you might be thinking that for some time.
What about this nickname? This is what I came up with. For Profar, we call him the Viking. Leaf Jerkson. Huh?
No.
I respect it because it was so far off.
Okay.
Like I respect that. That is a special kind of awful.
Like, Kevin, if you realize what's happening here, you gave an inch and CD is now trying to take 10 miles and he's going to continue to try to.
What?
This isn't even the worst one he has on the rundown.
From the second that your very good update was over, I could tell that that's what was happening.
Yeah.
Today is high. Today's show is on shrooms. That's the only thing I can describe it
We're
as.
sorry.
What is it the rest of the time?
That's a good question.
Usually hard alcohol.
Yeah, exactly right.
Methamphetamines.
Is this a turning point for the Padres here, Kevin? Or are we going to see the downswing come back as we roll back towards 500?
Oh, you mean because they have won a couple games in a row and they've won 4 of 5, and we're starting to see some real signs like we have like 6 or 7 times before this season. Yes, I understand why you would be. Yeah, I understand why you would be thinking that this was for sure. I think that's what you said. This was for sure a turnaround. Yes. Yeah. I again, like this team, man. I have maintained, and I will give you this. This is the most solid answer I can give. I think that they show signs of being a very good team, like legitimate season-long signs about their offense. But the inconsistency, in particular, of their starting pitching. I believe their offense, even with the downturns, like they've hit the whole time, they've gotten on base the whole time. Are there some days where it's like, oh, you were 0 for 7 with runners in scoring position? Wow, that was frustrating. Well, yeah, but you know what? There is for everybody. The inconsistency of their pitching, I think, is why they're 36 and 35. Yeah, and here's the reality: they're in the second wild card position because that's what the National League is. So yeah, I think they're a good team.
Look, I don't think they're a bad team.
They're a good enough team.
Yeah, they're a good enough team to be a playoff team. I agree with that. I'm so like, for example, this is the way I opened the 7 o'clock hour of this show.
Oh yeah, I know. I was listening.
Okay, yeah, like I mean, we've seen a good stretch here, so you know what's going to happen. The pendulum's going to swing back the other way. That I'm trying to cushion the fall for Padres fans who have fallen for this team over the past, whatever it is, 5 games. They've won 4 out of the last 5 games. Like, it feels good. Don't get me wrong. It feels great. As a Padres fan, which I am, I love it when they win. The problem with this season is as soon as they get on a good stretch, they swing back the opposite way. Is this... I know we've asked this a million different ways, but is this solvable, or is this just going to be a regular season problem and we got to hope for better in the postseason?
I hate to be a broken record, but here's the deal: like for they're 36 and 35, and Manny Machado is just showing up. Like, and he's been hurt. He's missed 4 games over the birth of his son. He missed basically, I think, 4 games here with the hip, and he hasn't hit consistently. There you go. Like, man, this team was built around Manny Machado. I think it's pretty remarkable then. Now, I'm not saying that's good enough. I'm not saying there shouldn't still be questions asked, but I'm sorry to have like the most obvious answer like right in front of us.
It's okay.
In terms of why they, the offense hasn't been better. Now, there was a risk in building your starting staff around 37-year-old Yu Darvish, and then Joe Musgrove coming off the shoulder, and maybe led to some other things, or has had these bone spurs for a couple years or longer, getting older. I mean, I'm not blaming anyone. I'm saying that, look, these are 2 really good pitchers who may end up contributing to your team, but hey, you built around them. What are you going to do about that? I think there's some additions coming. I don't know that it's anything huge. It's AJ Preller, probably is. No, I don't think this is necessarily like problem. Might be stating it too much. They can be better. My thing is this: like, they're a playoff team now. They should be like 7 or 8 games better. I'm not going to argue that. And that would have been real smart, considering maybe Jurickson misses some time, other injuries, you're missing these pitchers. I think that's probably the more traditional way to get to the playoffs is, to go on a run, maybe have a little bit of a stretch where you're not so great, but it's okay because, you played to your potential for a while. Well, maybe their potential is yet to come. That's what Mike Schilt would say. I'm not up in arms about this team right now.
Kevin, would you write those bones weren't spur of the moment?
Oh boy.
So you guys deal with this all the time, I guess.
You should see him on text. It's even worse.
I just thought that'd be good in an article.
What about this nickname, Mike Holy Schilt?
Now that one I might be able to get on board with.
Okay.
Yeah, Darren does talking Schilt. That's smart.
Oh,
hey, Kev, you like burritos?
Oh yeah. Do you like burritos?
Like, what kind of question is that?
Okay, so
like Johnny Burrito?
I'm assuming yes, but For burritos, I have a bet going with these two guys today. They're going to owe me a burrito if the Padres win and get their first sweep of the season. They're pretty adamant that the Padres are going to lose because this team can't sweep anybody. Do you want to be on Team Fletch and we'll all go get burritos together?
Yes. I figure first. I think the A's are bad. There's things they've done in both of these games. Now, look, I've watched highlights or lowlights, whatever it is, of the A's. I'm impressed by anybody in the major leagues. But let me just say that since, then they're in the major leagues, we judge them against other major league teams. And what they do when I watch them here these last 2 nights, they do things bad teams do at least once, twice a game where you go, okay, if the margin is slim for victory, like this is why the A's have the record they have. They should sweep the A's. And gosh, it's got to happen at some time, right?
Yes.
So, yeah, I'm with you.
Well, how about this, Kevin? You just made me think of it. And okay, so just to be clear, if they sweep the A's, me and TD are taking Kevin and Fletch out to a burrito meal.
Okay.
If they don't, if they lose today, you and Kevin are taking me and TD out to a burrito?
Correct.
Okay.
Sweet.
All right. Now, speaking of which, what do you think about this nickname? How about Johnny California Burrito?
Now, see, I knew it was coming.
What?
That one.
I mean, we could go any direction you want. How about Johnny California? Johnny Carne Asada Burrito?
I like that.
How about
I like
Johnny
that.
Pollo Asada Burrito?
How about you could change it depending on how he did? Like you've got different fill-ins for it, right?
Johnny Soggy Burrito?
Johnny Wet Burrito.
We're running out of time with Kev. So TD, do you want to give him your last nickname?
Yeah. Okay. Check this one out.
Okay,
This is a good one. Right?
I like how Fletch just sort of accommodates him now. I'm not going to be able to stop it. So here
you
you
put this
go.
on the rundown on Monday, knowing that we weren't going to have you till Wednesday.
Because it's this good, Kev.
It's been a long
It's
way.
this good. Start calling Hassan Kim Elton John. Because you can tell everybody that this is Hassan.
Yes! I am going to be telling you that I'm embarrassed. I'm going to regret it. No, I'm pre-regretting this. That was awesome.
Wow. There he goes. That's all we had time for with Kevin Acee, our best friend, Padres Insider.
God, that was good.
We'll
love you.
Love you, Kevin. We will buy him a burrito, me and TD, if the Padres do end up sweeping the A's. He will owe me and TD a burrito alongside Fletch. They will pay for our meal if the Padres do in fact lose. Because here's the deal. It's a pendulum. It swings back and forth.
Right.
It's been too many. They did too many good ones. They did too many good ones. Now here comes a bad one. It's just how they go.
My Michael King. That's good right there. My Michael King. Yeah. Won't you play with my Michael King?
Did you just harmonize yourself?
Yeah. Just the falsetto. I'll touch that up there. Good.
Oh
my God! Where have we been?
Talk back, Michael King. Are you kidding me?
Wow, what is his name?
Oh,
he is our new god.
Austin.
Okay.
Austin.
Well, Austin looks like
wow.
Praise Austin.
Yeah, no doubt.
Jeez.
No doubt. I'll tell you what, guys.
Austin Christ.
This is Austin.
This is how I do
And I still love you.
Oh, Blake Shelton. Golly, guys. Look, when Fletch and Kevin take us out for burritos, I'm not gonna have to worry about it so much because I know the 80-20 rule. I get it. The 80-20 rule we learned from sdfatloss.com that you can still eat the right way and still maintain that weight loss. And because that's what they do. You're going to lose weight here with sdfatloss.com if you sign up today. You're going to lose a lot of weight. You're going to lose 20 to 30 pounds in 8 weeks' time. But here's the secret. When you're done with losing the weight, you don't want to gain the weight right back. And they are going to show you how to keep the weight off. They're going to change your life. They're going to change your lifestyle to where not only are you eating healthy, but you're feeling better. You're looking better. When you're heading out to the beach, we talked about it. I mean, beach, please. We say that.
Hashtag beach Please.
That's right.
We're going to be at the golf course, and the way we golf, typically, we're not going to be wearing all of our clothes at the end of the match.
That's right. West Coast is the best coast.
Yeah. Woo! Just moments ago.
We say that all the time.
We do. We started saying that yesterday, and now we will forever say
Look,
it.
wait, I'm sorry. What coast is SDFatLoss.com located? What we always say over here.
Yeah.
West Coast. West Coast is the best coast. That's what we do always say. Look, if you want to lose weight, if you're struggling, you're trying to figure out how do I start some diet that I keep putting off that maybe I had a New Year's resolution for. I thought I was going to do some fad diet. Turns out it doesn't work, or it did work. Maybe you dropped a couple pounds, you stopped the fad diet, then all of a sudden you gain back 10. I get it. I've been there.
Fat diet, more like fat diet.
Yep.
I should probably.
Yeah.
All right, that's fine.
You don't want the fat diet, okay? You don't want the fat diet. You don't want the fat diet. You want to do something that works. You want to do something that works fast. You want to do something that every time you step on the scale, you see that thing move, because that's what motivates you. You start feeling better. You see the pounds dropping off. Go to sdfatloss.com. It's a free consultation. You literally have nothing to lose just by going to sdfatloss.com and signing up. When you do sign up, mention Big Rich TD and Fletch, and then you'll save $200 on the program. So go there right now. sdfatloss.com. We wrap things up. Bottom of the barrel coming up next. Big Rich TD and Fletch. We got that OG's $50 gift card we're giving away, and if you win it, you're in the running to get a foursome for our golf tournament. We're going to be in here June 21st. Anyways, we're going to be doing that coming up next year. Big Rich, TD, and Fletch.
Big Rich, TD, and Fletch. We are wrapping up a show today. We have 0 time left. So we go to TD, who's got the random number generator open for our winner, the $50 OG's gift card today.
Yeah, record number of talkbacks today. 36 is the number. So they are randomly numbered. We have 1 through 36 in the number generator and a drum. 21. 21. What number is 20? Or who's the winner for 21 here, Fletch? Come on. Go far, what?
Okay, so
congrats.
That was Peter. Congratulations. I'll email you after the show.
He was looking for an Egg McMuffin. If you want to win on Ticket Palooza, all you have to do is listen. Noah Khan, Daryl Haar tickets. San Diego County Fair coming up tomorrow. More $50 OG's gift cards. And one of those $50 OG's gift card winners is going to join us on the course at Jesse Lozano's One More Win golf tournament coming up next Friday. The Herd.